Opie and Anthony on satellite radio. Host Anthony Camilla and Greg Opie here.
Opie and Anthony apologizing for yet another raunchy
Comment profanity later rap. Is this the last straw for the raunchy radio duo?
Yeah, come on, bring it on.
You know what? I think this is hilarious.
A whole big bunch of fun.
The greatest show on satellite radio today.
This show is like the box of chocolates that Forrest's mother was talking about.
You're a no-good son of a bitch.
Fuck you, motherfucker.
We're so much fucking better than you.
Absolute lunacy.
If you're giving me the hook, fine, whatever.
What's
I
going
do
on?
what I'm told. I don't.
Completely out of control.
It doesn't get better than this.
Come on, it's shocking.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Yeah.
Is this the last straw for the radio duo?
What?
Well, that's in the intro. We've been hearing that for 5 years now.
All right.
Eventually, it will be the last straw.
Yeah.
Eventually, they'll get us.
Then someone will go, I told you. Just want to say, yes, good morning, and of course, congrats to the Yankees for pulling off the first win of the playoff season.
Yankees. I'm a big Twins fan, so congratulations.
Whoops.
To your Yankees.
Was looking a little scary there for a while, but Mark Teixeira blasted a little homer, put the Yankees ahead, and a little after midnight, they won that game.
What?
I know. You gotta love these fucking games that go after midnight.
Thank God I'm not a true baseball fan. I can't stay up past midnight for this horse shit.
Crazy.
What time did the game start? I think
it's so annoying. It started at noon. No.
It started right after that no-hitter. So what? About 8 o'clock? A little after 8?
Yeah.
I think it was 8:40 was the first pitch.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
Why does it have to be 8:40? Doesn't Major League Baseball understand that people have to go to work? I know we talk about this every year, but it doesn't make sense.
No. It doesn't make any sense.
7:40 would be a good start time. People are home from work. They're done eating. They're settling down for the night. Fucking start the baseball game. Why do they have to wait till 8:40?
There's got to be some effing money reason why they do it. I can't quite figure it out, but it's got to all revolve around the almighty dollar man.
It's all about advertisers.
Yeah.
It's probably they want some West Coast action.
West Coast action, maybe some prime time.
West Coast action would mean the game starts at 5:40 out there, but I would suggest they start at 8:40 out there as well, and people just don't
listen to their friends. Don't go to Twitter.
Yeah, exactly. Don't do anything.
Don't do anything.
Just sit still until 8:40.
Yeah.
So it's not spoiled for you.
Go Twitter dark.
That's what it has to be. They want West Coast action. They get 5:40 start time on the West Coast, 8:40 on the East Coast. So everybody suffers.
Yeah.
Because 5:40 is a little hectic of a start for the people out there, right?
True.
They're rushing home like, oh my God, time for baseball.
You put it on your radio. Listen like old school.
And then the East Coast, you're unloosening your belt because you had a big dinner and you're getting tired and lazy on the couch.
Scratching your belly, watching some ball.
Barely making it to the 4th inning.
Yeah. Snoozing.
Snoozing away. Let me say hi to Randy in Connecticut. Randy.
Hello.
Randy's in Cincinnati.
Oh, hi, Cincinnati Randy.
Somebody.
What's going on, brother?
Who the fuck picked the Reds?
I picked the Reds, man. I picked the Reds to go all the way. I feel good about my selection this year.
Even with the no-hitter last night.
Yeah, Anthony says that my sports curse is over, but there is something weird that happens when I pick a team. Something really strange happens almost every fucking time.
I mean, that was well, you just tell the story.
I picked the Reds, and Halladay pitches the first no-hitter since 1956.
Yeah.
Don Larson's no-hitter was a perfect game, obviously.
Well, I'm getting ready to have surgery. Hope you want to wish me good luck.
What kind of surgery?
That shoulder.
Oh, that's easy.
What do you got? That fucking rotator cuff?
Torn bicep.
Oh.
Wait, they're working on your shoulder because you have a torn bicep?
It goes up and attaches to the top.
Oh, did you have one of those fucking muscles that
came down like a window shade?
Yeah, thank you. Happened to Triple H where he lost his
leg.
His thigh muscle rolled all the way up his leg.
Oh.
Same thing, but in reverse. Yeah.
Holy shit!
How'd you fuck it up? What were you doing? Checking off.
Pitch and T-ball.
Oh, there
Pitch
you go.
and T-ball.
T-ball.
Yeah, now listen. We pitch to the kids, and if they can't hit the first 3 or 4 pitches, then we switch and put it on the tee.
Poor retarded kid has to sit there. How much fun do they make of the kid that has to use the tee?
Well, as long as it's not my kid, I don't care.
You know what? I bet you half the kids have to use the tee, right, sir?
Oh.
Actually, no.
Okay.
Pretty good league.
All right.
So what happened, a ball came over the fence, and I picked it up and threw it back, and it was waterlogged and tore the hell on my shoulder.
What's wrong with you? You
No.
fucking pitching T-ball and you fucking need Tommy John surgery.
Yeah, exactly. Now, if most of the kids are hitting your pitches and you don't have to put the ball on the tee, then why don't you do this? The kids that can't hit the fucking pitch, you put them in ballet class. Move them forward. Baseball's not for them.
Red snow cone, cherry snow cone.
What?
Yeah?
Cherry snow cone, Brian Regan.
See, when I have conversations when I'm just not on the radio, they're very normal. Like, people don't just start yelling out shit in the middle of a conversation.
Wouldn't
they
you
actually
just-
converse back with me.
Could you imagine if you're just hanging out at a party talking to somebody and just goes, and just starts making fucking noises?
I kind of had a logical point, and this guy decided he needed to say Brian Regan shit right there.
Just blurt shit out. You'd look at somebody like, what the fuck are you doing?
All right, guys, you're great. You're great. Love you.
I'm still going for the Reds, and my AL pick is the Twins. So I'm looking at a Reds-Twins series.
Well, Hope will be happy.
Huh?
Hope will be happy with his Yankees.
All right, sir. Thank
Hope
you.
will be happy with his Yankees.
Yeah.
This is one of the most confused gentlemen.
Just so you know,
Maybe he's under anesthesia for the surgery right now.
just so you know, I'm sort of a Mets fan.
Mm-hmm.
Listeners started calling me out on the fact that I didn't know much about the team anymore, and then I had to realize, holy shit, I don't know much about the
much
Mets.
about the team.
So I guess I'm not really a fan anymore.
Yeah,
Something happened; it just kind of slipped away over the years.
that happens.
It happens, you think?
Yeah, especially when the team blows
Especially when they're a disappointment year after year after
year after year.
All
Well,
my-
next year.
All my fucking teams have been a disappointment year after year after year.
You got your island. Oh. Yeah.
Look, man, I think we're going
about
to
that?
do just fine, even though 2 of our star players are out for most of the fucking
Forever.
first half of the season.
And
We lost one guy for 6 months, and we lost one guy for 2 to 3 months. That's a perfect way to
That's
start
all right.
your hockey season.
that's okay. Not that important.
Nah.
And, well, you are a Jets fan.
That's right.
And, me too. I'm a huge Jets fan.
I know.
Yeah.
That's all we talk about when we're not doing radio.
Oh, I know. It's just all about Jets.
We talk strategy, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Then I've been a Knicks fan forever.
Oh, that's a problem.
For fucking ever.
Have they even been an issue in basketball for the foreseeable or for the seeable past?
It's been so long, I don't even remember. Like when they were like
Contenders?
even sort of
close?
even sort of contenders. It's been at least a decade.
Like no one even pays attention to them?
It's been a long fucking run, man.
It's all about who's
long
sitting
run.
watching them.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all it's about.
Exactly. So, but your Yankees did well last night.
Yeah, it did well. It was, like I said, looking a little scary. They fucking, walked in the tying run. I was like, oh, what the fuck are they doing?
Yeah.
And then Teixeira, bam, text message, as John Sterling put it. Teixeira, text messages one.
You wouldn't know that. You were watching the TV broadcast.
Yeah, I know. I heard it on the way in.
Oh, okay.
I always hear these Sterling calls when I listen to 88 on the way in.
Yeah.
They don't just tell you what the Yankees did. They play the Sterling call, so I get to hear his fucking dopey, babbling calls on the way in.
It continues.
I don't know what's more annoying, the traffic or his call in the morning. It's horrid.
Let me say hi to Tom in New York, the first douchebag of the morning. Yes,
cool.
Tom.
Just wanted to ask Dr. Opie, what's a bicep?
Yeah, I guess I mispronounced that. I guess the world's going to stop spinning today. Thanks, Tom.
You rock.
Yep.
A lot of people say it like that. Bicep?
Bicep or
It comes out like bicep.
bicep.
Biceps.
You throw that T in by accident? Whatever.
Yeah,
bicep.
whatever.
Hey,
It's the muscle.
did you watch the Phillies no-hitter there with Halladay?
No, didn't. Saw the clip of the last play,
Right.
pitch.
Which was kind of not the easiest play to make.
No.
To make sure Halladay had that no-hitter.
It was the home plate to first base throw?
Yeah, not the easiest play to make in baseball.
Yeah.
But TBS had to go all douchey on everybody.
What'd they do?
They said that Halliday wrote a prescription for history. Ugh. They're now calling it Doctober. See, we thought it was Jocktober, Anthony.
Oh, no.
It's Doctober.
It's Doctober.
Look at your newspapers today. Are you a fan of Doctober?
Hell yeah.
Why is Danny fucking raising his hands? You're all in? You're all about Doctober?
Well, I mean...
Doctober.
If we get to do
okay. All right, I see where you're going.
Leave it to Danny.
All right.
Who doesn't want some of that all
There's
all
your
month?
Doctober, everyone.
All right.
Two gentlemen getting to know each other in a special way.
I like this one.
Docking.
What's your favorite docking pick? That one?
That's an S one.
Jesus, what the fuck, man?
Upside down docking. Docking is
got really
the
creative.
dumbest thing. There's no reason for it. It doesn't look like it would be pleasurable.
Pleasure for me.
No pleasure. Oh, God.
There's some amateur docking.
You
So
know,
yeah,
there's-
I am really excited for Doctober.
Why is that amateur docking? What makes...
Well, you can tell the lighting is a little strange. It's not professionally taken.
Yeah.
Give me a
yeah.
big league docking picture.
Big league dock.
Oh,
That's kind of like the minor leagues
This
right
one's
there.
pro. That's pro. That's pro docking.
That's pro docking right
Absolutely.
That's good. That looks like a bridge. That's called the bridge.
there. All right,
It's
well.
a wonderful shot right there. I don't know. I don't get the docking thing.
No.
If I was a gay guy, you'd want to get right to the action, wouldn't you? Docking just looks like silly foreplay.
Yeah, why would you fool around with that silliness right
Yeah.
there?
Because look how silly it is. It's so much fun.
You don't want silliness like that.
Let me go to Dustin in Texas. Dustin, what's up, brother?
What's going on, guys?
Hey, man.
Hello, brother.
I've been trucking all night, so excuse me if I'm a little short-tempered. But if I hear the fucking term Doctober one more fucking time, it's been less than 12 hours since the first time I've heard it.
Well, let's...
And I swear to God, I'm going to choke on my own tongue if I hear it one more fucking time.
Well,
It's on every radio station, on every... everywhere.
But
I fucking hidden the preset of Doctober. I first heard it on Jimmy's Twitter, and I was like, wow, that's lame. But it's everywhere you fucking look now. You know what I hope? I actually really do hope this. I hope sometime in the near future, whoever invented that term is at a cocktail party, and they're chewing on the olive that's in their martini.
You know, I was...
They say, yeah, I'm actually the guy that came up with Dr. And he fucking
You know, I think you're...
died on his own olive. That's what I actually hope. Anyway, have a good day.
That just doesn't happen in real life.
he did not want. He didn't want to have a conversation.
Why are things different when you're on the radio? That just doesn't happen.
He did not want to have a conversation.
The other
He just-
person like looks at it and goes, "Okay, maybe it's your time, your turn to talk."
You kept trying to get a word in edgewise there, and I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Why, Carl in Lowell, Massachusetts? You can't just blame me for everything that goes wrong in your life.
Oh boy.
You should go to 1015. Enough of the Opie millionaire crybaby bullshit. No, see, me, Anthony, and Jim Norton all signed a contract. The show now goes from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. It has nothing to do with me personally. So
What's wrong with you?
So stop with the bullshit, Carl, okay? It's the whole fucking show. All right?
I'm sure
It's a 4-hour radio show that is officially from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. now.
What time does he want us to go to?
10:15.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah.
How about whatever job you're fucking working at, you stay a little later than you're supposed to? How about you do that for no extra money? Go ahead, do it. Do it!
The days of me taking the blame for everything are over. This is a contract we all signed, okay?
The only reason we used to go late was because we had to because of the regular radio thing we were doing when we were on regular radio.
But no one wanted to acknowledge that. The haters didn't want to acknowledge that. See, this type of radio show is a 4-hour radio show.
Yeah.
And if we feel like doing a little less than 4 hours, that's okay too, all right? What happened was when we went back to regular radio, the only way they allowed us to do it was to make us do an extra hour of radio, which was insane at the time.
Because they wanted exclusivity for from 9 to 11.
Right.
Because we were doing regular radio from 6 to 9.
Right.
So they were like, well, we don't want you to just do 9 to 10 on satellite, so you go to 11, and then we'll allow you to do regular radio. We're like, okay.
Right.
And then we don't do the regular radio gig anymore, and they turned around and said, well,
It's in your
you got
contract.
a contract. You still have to go to 11.
Right.
And we're like, all right, we'll be good soldiers.
Mm-hmm.
And then this contract comes around, and we're like, it's got to be the way it usually is with every other morning show, you know. Every fucking morning show.
Including ours. When we went to satellite 6 years ago, right around now, it was a 4-hour show.
4-hour show.
All we're doing is going back to where we were supposed to be the entire time.
Every time we did a radio show when we were doing afternoon drive, it was 3 to 7.
Right.
When we did fucking morning drive, it was 6 to 10.
Right.
And now we're just back to where we were supposed to be.
Right.
And someone's bitching? Go fuck your own mother's asshole.
See, there you go, Carl. It wasn't me, douchebag.
Carl.
I'm not taking the blame for everything that fucking happens on this radio show.
ahead.
Simple as that. Okay?
Fuck you.
You know,
Suck 15 minutes more cock than you usually do on a regular day, Carl. I showed him. I made it like he was giving blowjobs for his job.
Yeah, but somehow he'll blame me for that, even though you just said that.
Shove it up his E.
But there
Right
you
up
go.
his E.
Just so everyone knows, it's a 4-hour radio show. If we start a little after 6, so be it. If you don't like that, then
lump it.
Then you have choices.
Yes.
Go pick something else to listen to. And if enough of the haters go away, guess what? We will have to go away because we're not as popular anymore. That's what you could do if you hate us so much.
Start a movement.
Start a movement.
A bowel movement. I showed him again. Holy shit. I'm on fire. We should do one of those hour radio shows. You know those specialty shows where people come on, do an hour, and leave?
Yeah, exactly.
I love those. What a great show that would be.
Overall, we just need less bitching. We really do. The
Less bitching?
The bitching is just getting ridiculous at this point.
Yeah, just shut up.
Howard's not even on this week again. Okay.
Really? Goddamn, that's
Again.
lucky.
And that's his deal. You know, so
that's his deal, Wade.
He got that deal. You know, good for him. So we're doing more radio than just about anyone else out there. So shut the fuck up.
Why don't you talk to old Howard Stern over there? Other side of the building.
But it's my deal. Finder's fee.
Yeah.
People really like to bitch.
Well, they think it has everything to do with me. It has nothing to do with me. We're all in this together.
I think they think it does something too. So go fuck yourself.
What do you mean?
It doesn't. Like when they bitch, I think they think it does something. Like it actually has some kind of fucking result. No, it doesn't. Shut up.
No.
Who cares?
No.
Who cares what you think?
Exactly. So that's the deal. Now you understand it. We started 6 years ago doing a 4-hour show. We went to 5 hours to go back to regular radio. When that fell apart, these idiots down the hall, and they are idiots, forced us to continue doing 4.5 to 5 hours a day, even though we all knew why we were doing that much radio.
Yeah.
So when the contract finally ended, we finally had some kind of leverage to just bring it back to where it was
Where it's
to
supposed
begin
to be.
with.
A regular show.
A solid 4-hour radio show.
That way, I'm not fucking bouncing off fucking. I'm not bouncing off of barriers on the expressway on the way home. It's amazing the difference it makes as far as just being like fucking in a zombie-like state driving home.
Yeah. And then people start bitching when we stopped the show at 10:30. It's like, really?
Yeah.
Because then that was sort of the deal they kind of made with us. They're like, all right, at least get to 10:30, and that's what we did for them. Knowing the whole time that we should only be doing a 4-hour radio show.
Yeah.
So
just relax.
Exactly.
And relax.
All right, where were we, Anthony?
Oh my God.
We got no hitters. We got the Yankees winning.
Yes.
We got Doctober now in full effect.
Oh, that guy is so pissed right now that just called up and said he doesn't want to hear it ever again.
Why? Because we're going to say it a lot now?
Doctober.
How could it be Doctober? What happens if he gets the shit knocked out of him next time he pitches?
Doctober.
Then that'll be it for Doctober, right?
Yeah.
Also,
now he'll just suck. I hope he just sucks now. Travis is shaking his head. Nope, not a chance.
Huh?
Travis is shaking his head like, nope, not a chance. He's going to suck.
Well,
Doc Holliday.
He threw 2 no-hitters this season?
Did he really?
Yeah, he threw a perfect game in May.
That was him.
He was the perfect game guy.
Wow.
Perfect game and a no-hitter
Damn.
all in one season. That's pretty fucking impressive,
The cover of the Philadelphia Daily News.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Dr. No.
Dr. No.
Dr. No.
The back page?
Yeah.
Grand larceny.
Oh, no. Because Don Larson.
Why is it grand larceny?
I have no idea.
Because in the end, Don Larson had a better game.
Yeah.
Because an editor told him to
But
somehow
that doesn't make
shoehorn
sense.
Don Larson in there.
It's like Larson. It was a grand game. He pitched a grand game, and Larson was the last one that did it. So it's grand larceny with the Larson. I have no idea.
No, I mean, people will still look at Don Larson as the greatest postseason game pitch.
He didn't steal anything.
He pitched a perfect game.
Yeah.
In a World Series.
In a World Series, so there's no grand larceny there at all.
Dr. Kevork, he can. I have no idea what that means, but...
What did our paper say?
We have all Yankees. Best Tex ever.
Oh, they don't even acknowledge the no-hitter?
Yanks
here in New York?
crank.
Yeah.
Yanks crank. Target practice.
Oh, look, and then if you unfold the back of the newspaper, you can see that there was a no-hitter.
And grand opening, yeah.
Look, you have to unfold the advertising thing. They flip up.
Yeah.
And then you see Dr. No-No.
Dr. No-No.
Good old Dr. No-No.
And Mr. Doctober is the other one. Did they think they were saying something like, oh, my God, I got it. Well, so call it Doctober. I'm going to be the exclusive guy that... everyone's doing it.
And then they see another 100 newspapers did the exact same thing.
Yes.
Thinking they were going to be special.
They were going to be special.
James in Kansas. What's going on, James?
Hey, what's up?
Hey, man.
I got on to, Facebook last night and read some of this douchebag shit on Atom Smasher.
Atom Smasher?
It's Atom.
Atom Smasher?
What about him?
I'm from that area, and, I wouldn't necessarily tell everybody that, but I grew up in that area. It's not a big demo at all.
Right.
And he came from, apparently, Dallas, Texas. Well, I'm reading through some of the comments posted on here, and it's so fucking hilarious. His only comeback to anything that's bad said about him is, you got me here. Wow, what a fucking loser. Anyway, I gave him the phone number to the show, so hopefully he'll be calling you guys and can,
Well, if he wants to come on our show, that's fine. But Atom Smasher admitted in one of his tweets the other night, or last night maybe, that look, man, it's really hard to adjust to top 40 morning radio.
Oh.
So we nailed it with this guy. He wants to be doing something else. He's a bit edgier. He doesn't want to be doing top 40, and he certainly doesn't want to be working with a woman.
Well, I posted what his little comment about Jimmy thinks I'm a douchebag fucktard, but I bought his book, so did a million other people, you retard. I just thought that it was pretty funny. So.
When we did that Jocktober a couple days ago, we didn't really kill the guy. We kind of realized that he's probably in a bad spot. That's all.
Yeah, he could really.
I mean, and what they should be doing with these women, these holes, if they're good enough to be doing morning radio, they should be developing female shows.
Yeah.
Especially on top 40.
We could have Oprah. Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. Also, whenever we do these, it's we don't know the people. I don't know Atom Smasher personally.
Right.
We are just taking what we are hearing and running it through the ringer.
Right.
Is what we do. I don't know if the guy's a fan, not a fan, if he's a great guy outside of work, if he's a dick. But when I hear a hole sitting there fucking throwing her whole shit in, we're going to comment on it.
Of course we are. Yeah, I don't know why radio accepts the whole to this day. There are some talented women that could do morning radio. But when you put them in that spot to be the one that just does the guys thing, it's bullshit.
They're there to keep the guy in check. It's like, God, can you come up with a different role for these fucking holes?
And we don't want to know these people because then it's kind of awkward for everybody.
Yeah.
Atom is just a nameless, faceless guy to me.
Just some guy, I don't know.
I guess he's not nameless, but he's faceless, right?
He's tweeting. He feels bad. And
like yesterday, the Freak Show out of Pittsburgh, they did the right thing. They're like, fuck that. Call him immediately.
Fuck it. We're calling him. Fuck him. Fuck Sam. Sam's a dick.
Call
was
them
great.
immediately and start up a relationship right now.
That was fucking perfect.
And it worked out perfectly. We didn't play any of their stuff yesterday.
They handled it perfectly.
I don't even know if they do a bad show at this point.
Who knows?
They handled it perfectly. And they only had a couple of minutes to get to us.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
announced what show we were doing, and these guys were smart enough to get our fucking number and call immediately
Headed
to
it off
stop
at
the
pass.
damage.
Headed off at the pass.
And then it led to Sam just getting what he deserved, a great beating.
A good slamming.
A nice beating for Sam Roberts yesterday. Huh?
Now, here's one more thing. That was Radio Goat. I love that. Here's
Radio
one more
Goat.
thing. I didn't. Fuck off. I did mention in my post on his page that let's see here. Opie was saying that he could tell you would rather do radio without that hole with you. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, I was pretty much just bashing him, and everybody else was pretty much fuck him. So it worked out for everybody.
Oh boy!
right.
He shouldn't have added this little footnote at the end of his call.
Yeah, the footnote wasn't a good idea there,
not,
sir.
Not goad.
All right, James. Thank you, sir. And he hung up.
He hung up out of embarrassment.
Well, this is not a bad idea. Bobby in Alabama. Bobby.
Hey,
Bobby?
Sam fucked up Jocktober yesterday. When you send him to Outcue, the Gay Channel, he can celebrate Cocktober for the rest of the month.
Oh, imagine that.
Is the Gay Channel doing Cocktober?
I don't know. Didn't we ask that last year?
Probably.
I think we were wondering if they were doing Cocktober.
Look, we know we're hacks. Same jokes.
Same
Just a
jokes.
year apart. Well, you got
Over and over.
Rocktober. Let's figure it out so far.
Rocktober?
We got Rocktober. We
Of
got
course,
Jock.
Docktober.
Well, we got Jocktober. And then we got, yes, you're right, Docktober.
Docktober.
Possibly Cocktober.
Cocktober.
And someone yesterday tweeted that there might be a Brocktober going on for Brock Lesnar.
Oh.
Is Brock fighting this month? Because the MMA guys are all about saying Brocktober.
Brocktober. Thanks. Got my sandwich.
I see that.
Brocktober has arrived on Spike. Yep. It's Brocktober.
Oh, wow. So that is a real thing.
Anything with that fucking OCK thing. I mean, come on. No. Hey, it's Socktober. We're selling our... I bet there is a fucking dumb clothing store that's selling socks, and it's Socktober.
Socktober?
Of course.
a possibility.
Why would it be Socktober? There is Socktober.
What are some of those other obers?
Happy Socktober. There
Oh,
it
you
is.
found Socktober?
It's
Holy
Socktober.
shit.
No.
Who's doing Socktober?
How about Crocktober? Are there people cooking in crock pots at a festival that they are calling Crocktober? There can't be a Crocktober.
Well, we're going to find out.
I defy you to find a Crocktober.
Sort of Crocktober. Crocktober cook-off.
Crocktober cook-off by rival crock pots. There's a Crocktober.
Can I try one?
Stop it. Try one.
Bachtober.
Is that Bach beer?
B-A-C-H, right?
Sebastian Bach?
Yeah. There's a Bachtober.
October. It's Bach. Yes. We're
Yes.
talking about the classical Bach.
We do have a Bachtober.
Bachtober.
You want to try another one?
Wow.
Let's see.
How about, is there a Flocktober?
Get out of here.
Something to do with birds or geese?
There's a Flocktober.
Wren's Crossing, there is a Flocktober. Oh, that's sheep. There's a flock of sheep, Flocktober. But the next one down I saw was at Wren's Crossing, they have Flocktober. Holy shit. Is there anything with OCK that doesn't have a tober with it?
Well, we got some...
Spocktober.
right,
Is there a Star Trek related Spocktober?
You're going to ruin the bit.
I want to know
You're
if
ruining
there...
the bit.
Nope. Spocktober has begun. Happy Spocktober, everybody.
All right, we got Ryan.
Spocktober.
There's Spocktober right there in full effect.
Holy shit.
Let's go to Ryan in Indiana.
Good evening.
Hello.
Hey, brother.
Yeah, how about the Proctober with Dr. Steve?
Like a proctologist, something that's going to be tough.
There's no way.
Proctober.
Is there a Proctober officially?
Oh, my God. Free test.
During Proctober.
Wait, oh, no, that's another guy.
Wait, we might not have a Proctober.
Nelson doubles up at Proctoberfest. There are Proctobers.
But just not for the prostate.
No, it's like some guy.
Well, we're looking, though.
But there is. It says it right there.
Proctoberfest. What's Proctoberfest? Do you know, Danny?
It's something to do with cars.
Something to do with cars.
It keeps coming up. I keep finding like racing stuff.
All right, now we're stretching. Is there a Clocktober? Charlie Dick wants to know.
Clocktober. That's like something with clocks. Yes. Designs, Clocktober.
There is a Clocktober?
What time is it? I'm seeing Clocktober.
All right.
I want to know if there is some type of gun month, Glocktober. There is indeed Glocktober.
And they have rules.
Yes.
That's scary. Glocktober has rules.
You can participate in Glocktober.
How about Clocktober? Did we do that one?
Yeah, we did.
What was the one I was looking at here? No, we didn't do Clocktober, did we?
Yeah, we just did Clocktober, and there is indeed a Clocktober.
All right.
Boy, they really ran with this one, didn't they? With the Tober thing.
I think we're just about done, right?
I can't really think of any more. How about Walktober? For the Chinese food, of course, there's a Walktober. Who needs Oktoberfest with Walktober?
Oh, I thought that was for the Chinese walkers.
Oh, No,
because they don't know how to speak English
Happy
properly.
Walktober.
I bet you they can't say bicep.
Well, I can't think of any more.
Pawntober, that's just silly.
That's not
that's not following the format. What about Joe?
Rules.
Joe in New York. Joe, what do you say, Joe?
Hey guys, how's it going?
Hey man.
Hey, I just wanted to say you guys do not need to defend yourselves. These haters that call in, you just say fuck you. You guys got a right to negotiate any contract you want.
Oh.
Well, we're not even we didn't even get to
agent.
negotiate one of those sweet deals that half these people around here have.
Sweet.
Where they do an hour show here and there. They get 12 weeks a year off. They have a channel named after them, but they don't even have to show up. We were just asking for a basic look, like what everyone else does, a 4-hour fucking talk show.
That's all.
Yeah, but you guys are harder working than any of them assholes.
We're trying not to be.
Yeah, we
were forced to be.
All right, sir. Thank you.
Hey, thanks a lot, guys.
Thank you. I think he was going to say he was
something stupid.
A fan or something. Mike in Missouri. What's up, Mike?
Mike?
Hey, for your Twitter account, you guys can celebrate Blocktober.
Oh, that's pretty good. Twitter will do Blocktober, where I will just start blocking people for no reason.
Do you really need it to be October to do that?
No, I was doing that all summer long. And
Patrice nailed that whole thing. What did he say? Like he basically says Twitter is like you get the privilege of texting me.
Yeah, you get the privilege of just having any kind of communication with, celebrities.
Well, what was the example? He goes, I'm not going to allow someone to text me like, hey, N-word, N-U, and he goes, why would I allow that?
It's true. And it was like in the old days, if you wanted to get in touch with Lucille Ball,
right?
You couldn't do that. You wrote her a letter. It went to like people that answered her letters, and you never had direct contact like you do now.
No.
Blocktober, I kind of like that.
Knocktober, Mocktober, Shocktober. All right, you get
Crystal Knocktober.
You get the idea. There's a lot of tobers going on
Steve
out
from
there.
Bayshore say that yet?
What did he say?
Crystal Knocktober.
what was the deal with the picture he was tweeting yesterday?
I didn't see it.
The grandma picture.
I didn't see that one.
Really?
No. I didn't even check my Twitter yesterday, to tell you the truth.
With the pussy shirt on?
I missed that.
It's on my Twitter. OP Radio. I think it's the last tweet I did last night. But Stephen from Bayshore, does he know this woman? Is he on the Pal Talk right now?
He's on there.
Is it his grandma? Yeah, that's the picture.
I have the pussy. So
I've seen that one before.
You've seen that picture before?
Yeah, it's been around a little bit.
Oh fuck, man, I'm late to the fucking party. Steve from Bayshore makes it sound like he knows this woman. Oh, he got me. Because he says I put a wig on her.
What? What does it say?
Look at the caption. It says, here's my friend's 81-year-old senile mother. She has no idea what it says on her shirt. The wig was my idea. Yes, I'm going to hell. Now, was that a picture that Stephen...
He might just be linking to...
Oh, you think he linked it?
Oh, no, it says posted.
But he says, he goes, no, that's my friend's 82-year-old mother. She's senile. I've known her since 1985.
Oh, so that isn't a picture that's going around. Well, now it's going around the internet, but Stephen S. from Bayshore started it.
If I've seen it, maybe he sent it to me before. I don't know. I know I've seen it before.
What does the shirt say?
It
I have the pussy, so I make the rules. and pussy and rules are written in giant pink letters.
Yeah. And
she has no idea what it says on her shirt.
That's what Stephen S. from Bayshore is saying.
Oh, is that classic?
It's a creepy picture.
What a fucking prick. That's great.
Yeah.
That's a wig on her head, huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
Take the wig.
It's a great picture if you want to check it out for yourself. All right. Why don't we take a break, Ant?
Yeah, I could eat my sandwich.
We got Jim Norton in L.A., so we got Joe DeRosa coming in to say hi a little later this morning.
Joe's a good egg.
We also had Edward Norton stop in for the first time live on our show. We've done a few phoners with this guy.
Steve from Bayshore says, we found the wig in a closet at our house, and I told her to put it on, calling it her, quote, pretty lady hair.
Nice.
He must have sent that to me before.
I
know
guess.
I've seen it.
You sent it to,
All right.
to Danny, I guess.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, cool.
We could do our own Ober after the break. We could do some Jocktober.
I love Jocktober.
Before DeRosa gets here.
Yeah.
Today, where are we going? Odessa, Texas.
Odessa, Texas?
Going to Odessa, Texas.
Gotta be a lot of good radio there. Come on.
For Jocktober.
It's been hard to find.
Well, we'll announce the show right after the break, okay?
Indeed.
Opie and Anthony Show.
Yeah.
I want to thank everybody for listening to the Opie and Anthony Show.
Bless you.
We do appreciate that. We're going to do Jocktober in a few minutes here, but we got to start talking about one of our benchmark bits that we're going to be doing next Thursday or Friday.
Aww.
I think it's next Friday, I believe. Dr. Steve is coming up from Tennessee. He likes to do a New York visit.
Dr. Steve.
His New York visit happens next week. He'll be doing his Weird Medicine live.
Looking forward to that.
And, of course, he's going to come in and do some radio with us. In past years, he's stuck fingers up everyone's asses. Just about everyone's. If you got an ass that wants a finger in it, Dr. Steve is there for you, my friend.
He's your man.
He even put a finger up Tippy Tom's ass, right?
One of the last people ever to finger Tippy Tom's asshole.
He also put a finger up Big A's ass, I believe.
Yeah. Checking the prostates, you know.
Oh, that's what he's doing? That sick fuck?
Oh, really?
What do you think he's really doing?
You think it was just for pleasure?
I think there's a little pleasure in that. Well, he's going to be involved with the bit we started, 10 years ago, easy. We're doing What the Hell Is That, people.
We love What the Hell Is That.
We are doing What the Hell Is That a week from tomorrow. We should have started promoting this a little earlier, but I think we'll get enough people anyway.
I think we were a little preoccupied as to whether we were even going to be here to do it.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. What the hell is that? Last time we did it was 2007, I think. Wow, it's been 3 years already. With Dr. Mike. Is Dr. Mike coming back for this?
Yes, thumb up on that. Dr. Mike will be here.
All right, good old Dr. Mike, and we got Dr. Steve, and do we have a hot female doctor?
That's always good. Any hot female doctors? No? Dr. Quinn, medicine woman, do we have her?
No.
No?
Oh, that sucks. One year, remember the 1 year?
Yeah, we had that.
I forget, was she on Survivor? What reality show was she on?
Yeah,
she was a doctor, and she came in and she did What the Hell Is That with us?
Checking everyone for hernias.
She wasn't sticking fingers up anyone's asses.
No.
Dr. Steve, though, no problem, man.
Dr. Steve.
We should force Dr. Steve to set a Guinness World record.
Oh, for how many prostate exams?
How many?
Like those gangbang videos? Got a bunch of people lined up.
Yeah. Can we do that?
and just have him.
Can we do that?
Oh my God!
If we could get a line all the way down the hall, and Dr. Steve is just putting his fingers in assholes all morning.
God. He'd have to rip a glove off, put another glove on, wham it in, rip the glove off.
Think gangbang films.
How many?
But instead, it's Dr. Steve and his stupid fingers going up asses.
That'd be fantastic.
We can't do this because of the no insertion rule.
Yeah, but it's
enough
different.
with the no insertion rule, you assholes.
But it's different. It's a doctor. It's a doctor. I think we found a loophole. Ha ha! Again, zingers.
Are the babysitters here yet? What time do they get in? Even though they're supposed to be part of this channel. We start at 6. They should be here every morning at 6.
Shh. We don't really want that.
Why? We walk all over them anyway. Who gives a shit?
I'd rather not look at them, though.
I mean, if Mel was in studio every day at 6, your statement would be absolutely true. But these guys should be here every day at 6.
Really?
For this very reason. Yeah, we don't have to look at them, but sit in your stupid office and just look at your computer screen until we need you.
Yeah, but you know they wouldn't do that.
What?
They come down. You got to see their faces as they walk down
they
the
make
hall.
laps. The babysitters, they all make laps. They walk around the glass studio and they take a peek in. Like, what are you looking for?
I don't know. Personally, I like.
What do you
not
expect
here.
to see?
They should be available by phone.
Well, find out if a doctor could stick his fingers up listeners' assholes all morning to try to set a Guinness Book of World Records.
It's legitimate prostate exams, by the way.
I want to line people up 6th Avenue. I want a line stretching for miles.
Now, outside could be a problem.
I want Dr. Steve's fingers to feel like they're going to fall off because he's stuck them up so many assholes.
Oh, God.
Get Dr. Steve on the phone. I want to see if he's in on this. And what's the record? Let's go. We got lots to figure out here.
What is the record? I bet that's not in there.
Huh?
I bet that's not in the Guinness Book.
No?
Consecutive prostate exams.
Fuck the no insertion rule. That is the best idea I've ever heard. I want to see Dr. Steve break the record, goddammit.
Yeah.
Well, where's the babysitters? When we met one of the babysitters, he said, you know, what? This is why you need me working for you guys.
Oh, yeah?
I could get past the rules. I know how to talk to these lawyers.
Oh, I remember that one.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was a good one.
I never forgot that conversation.
That was a load of laughs.
That's when he went from someone that I could possibly respect to being a babysitter. Because guess what? Since that conversation, he hasn't been able to get anything past the lawyers.
No, the lawyers are...
Not a one bit.
The lawyers,
and watch,
immovable.
He'll fail again. You told us you could get shit past the lawyers. We want a doctor. It's a legitimate doctor to put his fingers in guys' asses to check their prostates.
Yeah.
And in the process, we want to maybe set a Guinness Book of World Record.
It's completely...
Now go to the stupid lawyers and get that done immediately.
It's completely legitimate.
And guess what, Gary? If you do this, I'll stop calling you a babysitter.
Oh.
So there's something in it for you.
He'll be promoted.
We got Dr. Steve on the phone. Dr. Steve.
I'm so in.
You're so in?
Oh, yeah. See? Dr. Steve's in.
Dr. Steve's in. And you are a doctor, right?
Oh, my God. Of course he is. Imagine after all these years, find out he's just some guy.
Just some creep that printed something from the internet and put it on his wall. You fucking ghoul.
That would be great. Boy, where would you find a record like that? Like to see?
You know what? We don't need the Guinness Book of World Records. We'll set the record with Dr. Steve. That'll be the official record, and we'll get the info out there.
I believe that would be a first.
How many assholes do you think you could get your fingers in one morning?
In one morning?
Yeah.
Oh gosh. I mean, 10 seconds an asshole. If they could do the math, it'd be pretty. You know, if you could just get them.
Do a lot.
How many seconds in an hour, Danny? Seconds in an hour. How many 10 seconds in an hour? I guess.
How many 10 seconds in an hour?
360, right? Is that right?
It would be 360, right?
All right, so you could do 360 guys an hour. Dr. Steve could do 360 guys an hour.
Wow.
We had.
But we're setting this up like the gangbang films, and you know the girls in the gangbang films, they're fucking working both hands at the same time. Dr. Steve, is it possible?
Wow, now you're
to put your right hand in one ass, your left hand in another ass.
Yeah, now you're being silly.
That's crazy. And then you'd need people with the gloves putting gloves on his hands.
Yeah,
There'd be a
right.
pile of stinky fingered gloves on the floor.
Yeah.
I think this would be great.
Oh, by the way, and hold on, Dr. Steve.
Yeah.
We like throwing logic at this company, and in the end, it doesn't mean shit. But at least we throw the logic at them. Go ahead, Andrew.
Hey guys, Katie Couric had a pipe stuck up her ass right on national TV.
Oh, that's true.
Yep.
So why can't we do a bit that involves insertion?
Mm-hmm.
This would be for National Prostate Health Week or something.
Yeah.
No, it
we
would be
do
for
that.
Proctober, asshole.
Oh, Proctober.
We're in the middle of Proctober now.
I think we get this one through.
You want to talk about press for the show, man? We got guys lined up, and this guy is just shoving fingers left and right,
all for the good,
and everyone gets their prostate checked.
Is it October Cancer Prevention Month?
Is it?
I don't know. I'm not the doctor.
Let me
here.
say hi to Craig in Atlanta. You're on with Dr. Steve. Craig.
Hey, I'm Steve. Dr. Steve might appreciate this. I'm a doctor, and 5 years ago when I came out of residency, I came out to Atlanta, and my partner said, hey, it's a good idea to go to this prostate screening and meet all the urologists. So I go, and I'm a radiation oncologist. So I go, and no urologists show up, and I did 73 prostate exams in 2 hours.
73 in 2 hours.
Yeah.
Damn.
Nobody else showed up. Oh, no.
How many times did you come?
None.
Good answer.
Well, okay, I think that's the world record right now.
Yeah, that is.
All right, let's work off 73 in 2 hours. You think
That's
you can
a
do
lot.
more than 73 in 2 hours, Dr. Steve?
Absolutely, if we have the line set up in an efficient way.
Yeah.
All right.
Because he had to talk to him and stuff.
Have we talked to the babysitter yet?
We just need an assembly line.
We can't get a hold of
Set
him?
up.
Is he up?
We still need to check with legal.
Is he checking with legal?
I guess when he gets in, that'll be his.
So legal's going to say no.
Speaking of assholes,
Right.
got him again.
But
Yeah.
Gary, that's not what you said when we first met with you. Just checking with legal. Now you know legal's going to go no. So
No.
then, what is your skill set where you're going to get this bit passed?
You got to fight with legal.
Right.
Is what you got to do.
Don't just wait for legal to tell you no. Then what are you going to do?
We got to
that
fight
makes you special
for our right to stick fingers up men's ass holes. Exactly. Wow, Dr. Steve, thanks so much for doing this. If we can get it through, you are our man.
That's right. But you will be here for the What the Hell Is That?
Absolutely, October 15th.
October 15th. What are we looking for, Dr. Steve, as far as What the Hell Is That?
Any kind of bizarre anomaly, anything that's on your skin or on your body that you don't know what it is, or if you know what it is and you just think that it would be that we can make fun of it.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll accept that, too. E-Rock just gave me a disc with a bunch of What the Hell Is That's from 2007. We're looking for things like this. We had Chris in 2007. He had a leaking bump on his head.
Oh.
So he came in to find out what the hell is that.
Oh, leaking bump?
Yeah, we're looking for the weird shit. Remember I don't think it's on here. Remember the guy when he ate hot food, only half his face sweat?
Yeah, when he ate like wings.
And he did it for us,
spicy
and
food.
it was right down the middle. One side of his face was completely dry, and the other side was just ridiculously
sweaty.
Sweaty, yes.
You hear about that, Dr. Steve? You know what that is?
Yeah, it's like Horner syndrome. It's not Horner syndrome. I can't remember the name of that one, but
Great, you're going to be wonderful for this bit.
It's one of those
next week.
syndromes.
Jesus.
Just some syndrome.
Right. My brains. That's something you learn about in medical school and never see. So that would be.
All right. We also had Josh.
Google up there. I can dredge that shit up.
Okay. We also had Josh. He came in for What the Hell Is That? His problem, Anthony?
Yeah.
Extra hole in his penis.
Oh, right. He had
Born
that
with an
thing
extra
going.
hole in his penis. Then you had Doug, who had a bump from a car accident, still producing glass.
Oh, glass would work its way out of his
constantly.
body.
Right.
It was pushing. The glass was being pushed out by his body.
Then we had Rajiv with a big back scar that's peeling and grows bigger.
Oh.
And then we had this guy, Anthony, who had a split uvula.
Oh, right. Uvula.
Those were some of the things we got back in 2007 when we did What the Hell Is That?
Great.
So we're looking for you to come in on next Friday, with something that's a little strange, a little weird. Maybe you're just not brave enough to go to the doctor, and you come in here, and Dr. Steve and a few other doctors will consult and figure out what the hell you got going on.
Yep. Love it.
Keep it fun, though, please. One year we had a possible cancer victim.
Well,
and it just creeped everybody out.
But thank God, because that might have saved little Jimmy's life. Jimmy stopped smoking after that.
That's true.
So, some good came out of it.
That's very true.
All right, Dr. Steve. Are we done with Dr. Steve? We can let him go to work?
Yeah, I guess. How do people get a hold of us if they want to be part of What the Hell Is That, Danny?
Opie Anthony at SiriusXM.com.
Okay, good.
Opie Anthony at SiriusXM.com.
All right, let's start emailing us. This is one of our benchmark bits.
Yes, we love this one.
We're hoping for a really good turnout next week when Dr. Steve comes up from Tennessee.
Yes.
And we're going to work on the prostate world record thing, Dr. Steve.
All right, sounds good.
I'll let you know.
Totally in.
Maybe we could just find someone's basement and do it
oh, God. That's
off-site.
Disturbing.
As a web series. All right, Dr. Steve.
The only problem with that is my anonymity will be somewhat at risk if we do something like this.
Yeah. We should keep it on the radio.
We'll put a Halloween mask on you.
Oh, great. Krusty the Clown mask.
Why not?
When Stalker Patty was on all fours, naked.
Stalker Patty, who is she?
I don't know. She's on some other show.
Yeah, all our people go to other shows. That's good. We make you famous, then you go somewhere else. Thanks. Is there any fucking loyalty in this business? Thank you, Dr. Steve. We'll see you next week, okay, brother? All right, man.
I can't help it because I can't get in. I work at the Starbucks in the morning, and I can come into... All right, shut up.
Right. And Aaron makes a very good point. Why don't we just go right to Aaron in Indiana? Aaron?
Hey, what's going on, boys?
Hey, man.
Hey, what we don't realize is with that many numbers, you're bound to find somebody that's going to have a problem down there, and you're probably going to save his life.
Of course.
That's true.
We'll make jokes, but we really want to line up just a shitload of guys and make Dr. Steve just do prostate exams all morning long. One after another. Speed prostate exams.
Bunch of gay guys just show up just to get a little thrill.
So just tell Gary you're going to save some lives.
Oh, whatever. Gary will do whatever he does. Whatever that is.
See, wouldn't
Still
that be...
waiting to find out what he does.
Because think about it. If you put the word out to just get guys to show up to have a finger shoved up their ass...
Yeah.
I think, like, to a gay guy, that would kind of be like, hey, the word's out. We want sperm samples. We're going to have some chicks just jack you off. Show up. Wouldn't you show up? Just have some girl jerk you off.
Yeah, I guess you would have to.
Yeah. So it's just going to be, I think, a lot of gay guys going, go ahead.
You're not far off.
Don't stop at the finger, sir.
You're not far off because one of the things that happened out there in radio, maybe it still happens to this day, when a radio station would promote that they're giving away free whatever it would be, hot dogs, donuts, or whatever the fucking promotion was, the word would get out with the homeless people.
Oh, yeah.
One homeless person would go, holy shit, free food Monday morning with this blah, blah morning show.
Yeah.
And all the homeless people would always show up because the word got out in. So you're onto something.
So you're going to get, I think, a lot of people that would enjoy having a finger put in their ass.
Right.
For whatever reason. Sexuality, fetish.
Sure. Rich in Philly. Rich!
Yo, I want to call you out on your loyalty thing for Stalker Patty. She walked on the ground on all fours naked. You ripped off her wig, and you're wondering why she has no loyalty to the show?
All that stuff made her famous.
Yeah.
And what has she done for us lately? Now she just comes in and hangs out. She feels like she doesn't have to do anything anymore.
No, hasn't even brought in Starbucks.
Yeah, where's my
50-cent
Starbucks?
gift card.
Where's my Starbucks?
I did hear
fuck,
she's
Daddy?
up to 5 hours of vacation time, though.
Really?
5 hours
After
of
all those
vacation
years?
time. Yeah, after all these years, she has 5 hours of vacation. Ronnie was asking her where she's going. 5 hours.
Wow, that's nice. What? Okay, this is a very good question. What the hell is that? We're talking about that right now. It goes down a week from tomorrow. We really want you guys to get involved. If you have something weird or strange that you just don't know what it is, and you're kind of scared to go to the doctor, maybe it's time to get it checked out. And next Friday, sure, there'll be some jokes flying around, but you'll also get to find out what the hell's going on with you, okay?
Yeah, maybe ease your mind.
And Chris in the Bronx has something. Chris?
Yeah, hey, what's going on, guys? How are you?
Hey, man.
Dr. Steve doing all these, kind of like what Aaron said. You find something, do you just push them along, say, okay, next, give them the oh shit face, or do you actually...
The oh shit face.
We had the oh shit face happen. I guess you must be a newer listener, but when we were doing this at NEW about 10 years ago, a guy came in with something in his mouth. The doctors looked. One doctor tapped out and said, I don't want to be a part of this anymore. And we're doing sign language with the guy, like, what's up? And he did the big C with his hands.
Like
YMCA. He goes, I'm out. And he stopped doing the bit. And then the guy, in a panicked voice, maybe E-Rock could find that clip, because that clip was intense. And that is the reason why Jim Norton stopped smoking.
Yeah.
The guy started begging, oh, God, please just tell me what it is. What do I need to do?
Yeah, he was
Where can I
freaking.
go right now? So our fun little bit turned to a horror show for a few minutes. But that guy, I mean, we got to let everyone off the hook. It turned out it wasn't cancer when he got it checked out. But
I know what this guy's talking about, though. If you're trying to set a speed record, you don't have time to do a consultation. So I would think Dr. Steve could do something like this. Like, okay, you're good. You're good. Don't go anywhere. You're good.
Yeah.
You're good.
Right.
Stick around.
Right.
You're good. You're good.
Right. Yeah, maybe he can bring up some literature.
Yeah. Just hand someone a pamphlet.
Right, here's
if
your
they
pamphlet.
have a problem.
Good luck to you.
Dr. Steve hands you a business card at the end, you know you're in deep shit.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you meant with the what the hell is that? Because that's the chance we are taking, that we're going to find something that is pretty serious.
Never know.
All right, guys. Thanks a lot.
Sex Bagel says that was damaged in the flood. That sucks.
What flood?
We lost some of our stuff in the flood.
What flood?
Just a flood.
There was a flood?
Yeah, there was a flood. And a fire.
And a fire?
There was an attic fire where some of the tapes were destroyed.
Really?
Yeah, and there was also a flood that damaged some other tapes from our old days.
Oh, brother.
Either that or some fucking scumbag didn't want to give us all our tapes back.
Because
he thought they were his. Let me say hi to Nick in Illinois. Nick?
That wasn't Steve. Don't be.
No, it wasn't Steve C.
Yeah, people will speculate.
Steve C. Was a soldier. Simple as that. In the end, Steve C. was a fucking soldier for this show.
A dead soldier now.
Nick, what's going on?
He's in
Good morning
Arlington.
to you guys.
Hey, man.
Opie, I want to question your wisdom in using the words, I want a shitload of guys to come down here for a prostate.
True.
You know, I think I said that perfectly, because everyone knows my hatred for Dr. Steve, so why make it fun for him?
So you want guys loaded with shit.
Right.
A shitload of guys, so he has to stick the finger in and get a little messy.
Yeah, so he has to put all his talents.
I want you to use all your talents and skills. Because he's really going to have to rip the gloves off quick and put them on.
Who doesn't want to see, like...
Oh, you'd have to.
Like a speed round of
And then the
prostate
KY,
exam.
like he's got a fucking KY.
Yeah, maybe he could have
Gotta get that down.
a big tub of KY where he's just...
Oh, God.
Just sticking the fingers in real fast.
It's disgusting.
I think it's time we start doing bits again, Ant.
Yeah, might as well, right?
Been on satellite for 6 years. I think it's time to do bits again.
Give it a whirl.
Why not? Instead of this horseshit where we just make it up every day. See, I told you I've been saying for years. Only people need to show up with health. Steve says maybe next year. Well, maybe next year you could get girls in for Breast Cancer Month. That would be nice.
Yeah.
Well, that's our famous Feels for Meals program that we've been trying for a decade to get off the
No
ground.
insertion there, though.
You think this is the year we could do Feels for Meals?
I'm feeling this is the year that we finally get to do Feels for Meals around Christmas time.
It sells itself.
It's brilliant.
Feels for Meals.
That was approved, maybe?
I do believe that was approved. Yeah, but what are the rules? Some of our bits have been approved.
Yeah.
So I'll be honest, but then the way we have to do the bit, we can't do the bit.
It's so ridiculous. Yeah.
You know, like homeless shopping spree where this dope down the hall goes, well, good news, guys, we can do homeless shopping spree. Oh, okay, what does that entail? Well, we're going to go to all the malls and see if we could get permission to go to their mall.
And they have
And
to
I looked the guy
sign,
right in the face and I said, that is never going to happen. So this is not good news. He goes, why don't you have an open mind for once? He gets all uptight. I go, no, I'm not going to have an open mind because I know more than you, and this is going to be a huge fail.
The worst
and
part...
in the end, by the way, it was a huge fail.
Yeah, the worst part was that they wanted to go to the malls and have the malls sign a contract that said no matter what happened, that SiriusXM would not be held responsible. Like a homeless guy could pull out a knife and just start stabbing people, and they wanted, no part of it as far as responsibility goes.
Look, man.
And the malls were like, no, we're not signing something like this.
And they don't even look at the fact that we did the homeless shopping spree for, 3 or 4 of them easily with not one incident.
Yeah. We got a bunch of listeners. They would be there spending money. Homeless people getting stuff they needed.
I would love to do bits again. I really would. That's one thing this show is missing, but it's almost impossible with these idiots down the hall.
55-gallon drum challenge was a biggie.
Oh, really? Want to try to get that done?
Yeah, right. We're going to lock...
You want to try to get that done?
Lock young girls in fucking 55-gallon drums and pour shit all over them. Remember the chick that had to go to the hospital because she got a cricket in her ear and couldn't get it out?
And we horrified the building when they wheeled her out and she was all bloody. But that was just blood from other things. It wasn't her blood. But no one knew that.
Oh, my God, right? Yeah, can you imagine letting us bring thousands of crickets into the building?
Remember we heard crickets for months afterwards?
For months after. We'd be doing the show.
Danny, I'm not even joking.
And it wasn't even when a joke bombed. It was always.
Yeah, all of a sudden we would hear them. We couldn't find them.
It's like, what the fuck?
And then someone told me when they finally ripped up that place, they found dead crickets everywhere.
Yeah.
Like when they ripped up the rugs and stuff.
Because we would just dump them in. They were jumping around, and they were all over the fucking place.
We didn't imagine telling the guys down the hall we're going to do that. Really?
Yeah, we're going to do that.
Oh, really?
Bring in live eels. And
oh, really?
And the whole place is going to stink.
And then we would just leave.
Yeah.
And make the building clean it up.
Now clean it up!
There was dead shit everywhere after that bit.
Yeah. That was great.
Fuels for Meals, though, might be a possibility. Big refrigerator box for the people that don't know. We do have newer listeners. We get some women. They volunteer every time we bring this bit up. They come in. They're topless in the box. There's a couple holes in the front of the box. So guys and believe it or not, some ladies want to do this as well. They bring some canned food or some kind of money that we donate to the homeless. Actually doing something nice around the holiday, and you, because you brought in a can of beets or something, you reach your hands into the 2 little holes in the front of the box and give a nice little feel.
And you give a little tweakage, a little squeeze.
And then
Feels meals.
And then you move on.
Yeah.
And we have a truck, and we're loading it up with canned goods.
Isn't that harmless?
Of course
it's fucking harmless.
Of course it is.
I think the bit that they actually did approve, I think we were going to do like a thing over with Steven Singer where we would get a bunch of women and in boxes just like Feels for Meals, and then have a guy feel and try to find his partner. And I do believe that they approved that. So I think
who came up with that?
But that doesn't.
Well, we needed to augment it for the
stop
sponsor
augmenting our bits and just do our bits.
Well, the point is, it's the same thing, pretty much, and it got approved. So
yeah, that gets approved. So if we want to do it for homeless people getting food, then there's a problem. We need a sponsor involved.
Why would there be a problem if we get a charity involved and we're collecting canned goods all day and cash?
Well, I'm saying it probably won't be a problem.
I think the cash donations meant it was prostitution or something.
Oh, was that the issue?
That was some dumb lawyer's logic on the whole thing.
But it isn't. I mean, it isn't. You think about it, it's just fucking
boobs.
It's like an adult kissing booth. What's the difference?
Yeah,
exactly.
Kissing booth. Ugh.
Exactly.
It's pretty disgusting when you think about it. You're pretty much kissing every other guy by proxy.
I want to get a nice big swamp lip happening, and I'm going to do a kissing booth bit.
Because that doesn't happen anyway when you meet a girl.
Yeah, I know.
How much cum has been on those lips?
Yeah, but it's not like she just fucking did it. Like a kissing booth is she's kissing a guy, got his spit hole
So
all
if
over.
enough time goes by, it's not gay anymore.
Yeah, there is a time and washing factor.
It's like when food drops on the floor.
Yeah, 5-second rule.
5-second rule for
you got 5-second rule
for cum on lips.
For lip cum.
And I'm working on the Dr. Steve world record prostate exam thing. And I don't think we're done yet. Charlie in Georgia. Charlie.
Hey, what's up, boys?
What's up?
Oh, I'm just thinking all the creeps that listen to the show could show up in drag. You can see Dr. Steve, a legitimate physician that went to school for this, have to stick his finger up the ass of a guy wearing the Indian outfit for the village people.
I'm going to take your idea. I'm going to work with it a little bit.
Dr. Steve wouldn't care.
Halloween's right around
He's
the
a
corner.
trooper.
Maybe everyone has to come in a Halloween costume.
In a Halloween costume?
Right.
Costume? Costume.
All right, boys, punching out.
All right, so where are we at? The lawyers are going to decide another bit for the Opie and Anthony show. That's great.
Yeah.
So why are we even talking?
Let the lawyers decide.
But then the guy who says he knows how to work around the lawyers, what will he do then when they say no?
We'll see.
All right, we'll see.
Stay tuned.
On the line, you lose the title babysitter if you could get this done.
Babysitter.
That's all they are. They know it.
Like I said, I like when they're kind of out of sight, out of mind.
Well,
which is my favorite.
I got a lot to say about that, but maybe I should shut the fuck up.
Oh, that's a good idea. Babysitter, he can be promoted to substitute teacher.
Substitute teacher.
From babysitter to substitute teacher.
No, I'll give him the title of nanny.
Nanny?
Nanny.
Au pair?
Au pair. You'll become an au pair.
You'll be an au pair.
Yeah. Because a babysitter, you're like, here's your money, get lost. But a nanny or an au pair, there's a little more acknowledgement than you might be a human being.
Yeah, you kind of really get to be known by the family and taken in a little more.
All right, willing to donate his ass for... Oh, this guy's willing to donate his ass for the Dr. Steve bit. Yes, sir.
Yes, this is Steve C. I've been donating my ass all day to Dr. Steve to set the record. He can keep it there for hours and hours.
Thank you. Wow.
Yeah, this is going to be a great bit. Oh, yeah, Walter in Connecticut. Walter.
Hey, not only is Fields for Meals a good cause, it's also good family fun. The one time you guys did it, you had a brother feel up his sister.
Well, yeah, we were the first to do that on radio.
Yeah, that was a biggie.
Hey, is this the Walter that likes girls to laugh at him?
No.
Okay.
Oh my God, remember him?
Yeah, I do remember him.
I'm the one that called about Dino Bravo getting shot in the face 16 times when it was really only 7.
Oh, right. That was your claim to fame?
Yeah.
I love how every caller has a claim to fame.
Claim to fame.
As far as the show goes.
Yeah.
Hear from you guys all the time.
All right, guys, punching out.
That's his claim to fame, though.
Yeah.
He was that guy, remember?
It's like, oh, I know that guy.
We should do a claim to fame day.
You're famous.
Look, we're working on bits right in front of your eyes. You want to hear like an old What the Hell Is That, Ant, just to bring this whole bit together?
Certainly would like to.
So if you're just tuning in, next Friday we're going to do What the Hell Is That, one of our benchmark bits. We haven't done it in a couple of years now. Dr. Steve's coming up from Tennessee, and if you got something weird or strange and you haven't been to a doctor and you just want to know what the hell it is, you come in next Friday, and we'll have Dr. Steve and a few other doctors looking you over, okay?
Dr. Steve
and
will hook you up.
Every time we do this, we get some just weird shit. And what's the email again, Ant? Danny?
It's opieanthony@SiriusXM.com.
All right, so email us if you want in on this What the Hell Is That thing. Which one you want to hear, Ant? Chris with a leaking bump on his head, or Josh with the extra hole in his peenie?
Oh, God. I don't want to sound homo, but the leaky bump give me the heebie-jeebies.
You have to go extra hole in the penis. Of course you do.
I know.
So we'll play this, and then right after the break, we're going to move into today's Jocktober.
Oh, I can't wait.
So stay there.
All right, who are we bringing up?
I don't know. Where do you want to start? Doesn't matter.
All right.
All right. Yeah, there's a guy in here with a huge bandage on his face. So
I know what that's all about.
What's your name?
Chris from New Jersey.
Hey, Chris. How are you, buddy?
All right, guys.
All right.
I've had this bump on my head for a few years now, and if I don't think it's anything, but
I fucked up. I fucked up. I fucked up. I fucked up. Do we commit to Chris? You want to hear the Chris bit?
No, I don't want to hear the bump on the head that leaks.
We could go for like a twofer.
A twofer?
We'll do Chris with the leaking bump on his head, and then it'll seg right into extra hole in the penis, and we'll be back with Jocktober. Stay there.
It sort of leaks a little bit.
Oh, God. I love it, Bobby.
Dr. Mike's instantly taking the gloves out, putting the gloves on.
You should have a hazmat suit for this.
There's going to be pus-like fluid that comes out of it.
A pus-like. Now, how much quantity-wise?
Not much, but it just seems to...
How do you know it's pus? Could it be actually brain seeping out of your
His brain
head?
is leaking out of his head.
So it's a little wet when I'm coming out of the shower. You can feel like it sort of deflates a little bit, and there's a little liquid coming out.
Who cut your hair?
Dr. Mike is motioning you over.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Wait, I want to see this. Wait, can you guys do it over here?
What the hell is that?
See, that's why the show's called What the Hell Is That?
What is that?
Is it leaking pus right now? Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, my God. I can't look. Holy crap.
Oh, my God, this is awesome.
Don't even show me a picture. Get out of here.
What the hell is that?
Bob Kelly's vomiting. Bob Kelly's vomiting. Bobby's puking. Dude, that would squirt across the room, I bet. How far have you gotten it? Have you gotten it all over the mirror and stuff?
It sort of exploded once in front of me, and I had to dust some particles off the mirror.
Wait, you got it.
Get a hat! Just get a hat!
He took one look, ran off with his bucket, and is puking in the corner.
Describe what it looks like.
Doctor.
He has what's called most likely an epidermoid cyst. It's an overgrowth of tissue underneath his skin, and then the hole in the top of his head is called a punctum. Because of this overgrowth, the bacteria that's normally on your skin fills it up and then pops out of that hole.
How can you fix that?
Oh.
You just cut it out, closes right up.
Older brother on Weird Science had that.
Where you should have one where you would excrete liquid waste.
Exactly. To the left of the main eye, shall we say?
Yes.
There's just a little smaller one.
Wow, that is odd. Doctor, have you heard of this?
Yeah, I know exactly what it is. Show it to everyone.
All right.
Here he goes. He's
Bobby, look what you're missing.
displaying-
Dr. Jess is going to check it
Now,
out.
what's
A condition called hypospadias.
Yes, hypospadism.
Excellent.
And how is that caused?
It's a congenital secondary growth of your urethra.
Okay. So it kind of
exactly what he says.
split off, and there's no repercussions from this. It doesn't have to be corrected.
Bad aim.
Bad aim.
Can I ask
okay.
a question,
The
though?
ultimate
Sometimes
split.
early in the morning. Sometimes I'll destroy a toilet.
Can I ask you a question? Does Pepsi come out one and Coke the other?
No. Is one larger than the other?
Yes, the main one is much larger. Than the second one.
Okay, and this doesn't affect you sexually?
No, it doesn't. Actually, women have never said anything, but the women I've been with really haven't been in a position to say anything.
Oh, okay.
They've never said it to your face.
I
Believe me,
gotcha.
they're talking behind your
Can hit
back.
a broad in both eyes?
Right.
Okay. Some people are suggesting the treatment is spackle, doctor.
Surgery, unfortunately.
What about a wine cork?
Yeah.
Oh, very tiny wine cork.
I don't know that one. Anyone?
Is that a new Soundgarden song?
That's Audio Slave.
Oh.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Slave.
I don't know the song. Though.
That doesn't remind me. That was a hit, I think.
All right.
Yeah.
Not one of the big hits.
No, it was on their second album.
Trust me, I know the voice, but I wasn't sure if it was new Soundgarden, some Audio Slave.
I know the voice from, hanging out.
I know.
Chit-chatting with
Oh.
Cornell.
Hobnobbing.
Just pals hanging out.
Yeah. He was,
As Jimmy says, two men of similar ilk.
Joe DeRosa, he was. He was hanging out with them.
Beverly Hills
Beverly
Hotel.
Hills.
The Beverly Hills Hotel swimming pool. It was me, chick, fucking him, and his kids.
Really?
Yeah, when
Hanging
you see
out
Chris
where-
Cornell going like, "Sweetie, could you just keep it down? Don't splash around the people."
How old are his kids? Like 5?
Yeah, like little kids like that. Yeah.
How did you meet him?
Well, he was in the cabana right next to mine.
by the Beverly Hills Hotel swimming pool.
Here we are, Beverly Hills.
It was that whole scene, like with the Beverly Hills Hotel, everything's very pink and very 50s Hollywoodish.
Yeah.
So it's just like, and look who's here, Chris Cornell.
There's the picture. If you don't believe
Just
it.
me and Chris hanging out in the pool,
see?
chatting together.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, all the ships at sea. Let's go to press.
Yes.
Chris Cabana.
Dateline, Hollywood. Who is chatting it up with Chris Cornell in the swimming pool?
Oh, God. You guys look like you could be brothers.
I know. It's
kinda
like people
do.
were saying that, like one in great shape and one in horrible shape.
Yeah, you look like the brother where he goes, what am I going to do? He's my brother. I gotta help the guy out. What's that tattoo on his arm say? It's the K, something K.
Where, on his shoulder?
Yeah. Did you get a look at that?
Nah, I wasn't really looking at that. Although that's how I did confirm it was indeed Chris Cornell, because I was like, I've seen him so many times. Like even here, we've had him on the show, but I didn't want to be like that guy looks like Chris Cornell, so I just made sure it was him by the tat.
Does he even know who we are?
Yeah, he does.
I'm seriously.
Yeah.
Because some people, when you go, hey, Opie from the Opie and Anthony show, they give you that, oh, yeah, but you know they're just, like, faking it.
No, he knew.
He does know?
Yeah,
He knows us?
because he brought up shit from when he was on the show.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because we're huge fans, obviously.
I know, the guy's fucking great.
Love the guy.
The tattoo is a CK.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know what the K... that's not his initial. No, his last name's with a C, right?
C, yeah.
Is Soundgarden going to put out new songs?
I think it's his kids or something, maybe.
Is Soundgarden going to put out new songs?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I heard.
They are.
That's what he told me.
It's about time one of these reunion bands started putting out new shit, too.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, by the way, speaking of reunions, Faith No More, when you were fucking with... Dude, I got an email from a fan of the show that, holy shit, dude. I laughed so fucking hard out loud. And he goes, never never talk music with Opie. Faith No More, a one-hit wonder. That guy used to play music, and he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. And then it goes, I once heard him say Queensryche was a Pink Floyd ripoff band.
I love my thoughts on music. I'm not saying they're accurate.
Dude, I literally laughed out loud
Come
in
on,
my
Faith
kitchen.
No More is a one-hit wonder band.
I was thinking
the only
about
people
this.
that don't agree with that are the fucking hardcore fans.
I was thinking about this,
As far as mainstream success goes, you couldn't name a second song for me.
But here's the thing. Right Said Fred was a one-hit wonder band.
I would argue that point.
I'm too sexy.
They had two songs.
They were also a Pink Floyd ripoff band.
Did I really say Queensryche was a Pink Floyd?
Dude, I read it on my phone. I literally laughed out loud. I emailed the guy back, and I go... Jesus Christ, dude. Like, did he really say that? And then he wrote back, he goes, yeah, because you know how much Queensryche sounds like Pink Floyd. It's a fair point, dude. It was fun.
You sure it wasn't Dream Theater or what? Now I need to know other dumb things I say when I talk about music, because that one's great.
Queensryche.
Stupid Queensryche.
Wow.
I don't know if I said that. It sounds like something I would have said.
That's so inaccurate. It's an insult to Queensryche.
That rule. Yeah.
No, I was thinking about this, though. There's a difference between a one-hit wonder is somebody that they get one hit and they're done. There's a difference between that and a band that is successful and then has that one song that really cracks mainstream success. Those are two very different things.
Still around, still touring. And
still selling out places.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's true. Like Kajagoogoo with Too Shy. That was a one-hit wonder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that who's that?
Kajagoogoo. Oh, yeah.
Kajagoogoo.
That's the go-to one-hit wonder band.
Go-to one-hit wonder, yeah.
That was it.
Biggest one-hit wonders ever?
That is a big one-hit wonder.
One of the biggest one. Yeah.
The other one is Aha, Take On Me.
But they're huge in England, dude.
Yeah, but that doesn't count. That's still one-hit wonder here.
Who acknowledges England when you live in America?
Yeah.
You're right. Well, like what I'm talking about is like people say Biz Markie is a one-hit wonder with Just a Friend, but it's like that fucking dude was iconic
in
rap
song.
music.
That's all we're asking. Name another song that we all know.
Well, he's got other hits that aren't as big as that, though.
That's him and motherfucking Too Short.
But that's the definition of one-hit wonder.
Don't you start knocking Too Short around.
Too Short, motherfucker.
I love Too Short.
I saw Biz Markie and Too Short in Toronto once. They were just,
Were you in a cabana in a pool?
Yeah, I was in a cabana, and he was doing cannonballs into the pool.
That's how you meet all your celebrity musicians in a bit of pool somewhere.
What would
He's
be
not allowed.
What would be the
This pool is restricted, Bismarcky.
What would be the second song for Faith No More? That's how you play the one-hit wonder game. You got to get out of the.
Go ahead, sorry.
No, go ahead. Midlife Crisis.
Midlife Crisis was pretty big, but dude, their cover "Easy" by the Commodores was big.
That was a big one.
All right, that was a good song.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Dude, "Falling to Pieces" was another big hit for them.
That was a good song. You know what? I'm gonna say it to your face. Faith No More, not a one-hit wonder band. Let's move on. I can't argue that.
And
I can't argue that.
Queensryche, not a Pink Floyd ripoff.
I don't know about that.
People are saying Silent Lucidity did sound a little Floyd.
Thank you.
Can we hear Silent Lucidity? I want to hear.
This was a great cover, by the way.
Oh, it's awesome.
I forgot about this.
Yeah,
I'll be honest with you.
They made their mark. They set the mark.
Yeah.
What the fuck am I trying to say? I don't even know. Watermark, some kind of mark.
Benchmark.
Yeah, benchmark. There it is.
Some type of marking mark. Bismarck.
Bismarcky.
More importantly, Right Said Fred, was there another song by those guys?
They had a follow-up, but it was nothing. It didn't even come close.
No? What was it called?
I don't know. Like, I'm Too Sexy for something.
Too Sexy for
my shoes. It was a
shoes.
rip-off. It was... I like when the band tries to do their follow-up hit, and it's the hit kind of sideways.
Yeah.
It's like the hit,
it was called "I'm Too Rapey," and it didn't do as well.
I have a couple other Right Said Fred songs in the system.
Oh,
You wanna hear
please.
one?
Yes, Travis.
Yeah, the one was Let's Twist Again. That is a big one. The Twist, and then... who did the Twist?
They covered the Twist?
No, I mean the original. Who was that? Chubby Checker?
Oh, that's
or the
Chubby
other
Checker,
one?
yeah.
He did the Twist.
Then the Fat Boys remade it. Remember that?
And then he did Let's Twist Again. Was his like big fucking
That was the big
follow-up
follow-up
hit.
Are you
years
serious?
Later. Yeah.
And it was the same as the Twist.
I still know you were twisting last summer.
Yeah, and then it just became like, come on, I need some money, let's twist.
Hey, Joe, Douche Nozzle, thank you. War Pigs, Faith No More? They did a version?
Oh, yeah,
they did cover that.
You like that, too?
Yeah, it's all right. I mean, I like
I love the War Pigs.
It's they do the cover justice. I just I just prefer their original stuff versus the covers. But yeah, it's good.
This was the follow-up hit by Right Said Fred. See, you're right. It's their hit Sideways. Almost sounds like
too sexy for my shirt. Too sexy for my shirt.
This song should be called "Gay Men, You Will Catch AIDS to This."
Yeah.
How many guys caught AIDS to this song?
Oh, God.
Is this song responsible for a lot of AIDS cases?
This should so be played when Dr. Steve is doing anal rectal exams on the people.
Yes.
How many times was this song playing and a guy just did this to another guy?
Getting the old head nod like, hey, let's go this way. Come on, I got a room.
And we're developing our bit perfectly. Yes.
Yeah.
Nothing but Right Said Fred songs as Dr. Steve shoving fingers up guys' asses. We're trying to set the record. Most prostate exams in one morning.
Could you see
because
this?
It's part of the no insertion thing?
Yeah.
Wow.
But it's a doctor, so
it's, yeah, I got you.
Could you imagine a bunch of naked men bent over with Dr. Steve just shoving his finger in their asses to this song?
Look, it's your idea. But
it's hot.
It's your idea, but could we expand it to just a catalog of really gay songs?
Oh, yeah, believe me.
Good.
We should definitely have a little Freddie Mercury, maybe.
What's
Freddie Mercury, like later Queen, those ballads they did after he died.
What's
oh my God,
the I don't give a shit if everyone knows I'm gay now music.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What's Dr. Steve's Twitter? Because I think the listeners should suggesting gay songs to Dr. Steve to get his approval. I don't have it in front of me. What's Dr. Steve's Twitter? I'm sorry. Okay,
not sure.
I have a suggestion, a Queen one. Play "Don't Stop Me Now" by
Weird
Queen.
Medicine. Start tweeting Weird Medicine and suggest your gay songs for the big prostate show that Dr. Steve's doing for us. Because we want his approval on the music choices.
Yeah.
Play "Don't Stop Me Now" while he's fingering assholes. Trust me.
Yeah?
Oh, dude, trust me. Trust me. It literally sounds like a guy would be leaping through the room wearing leotards. Listen to you gotta let it kick in though. It starts.
Yeah, that's really.
You know what kicked in with him?
Oh boy.
Hence, no more hits.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Ah, gee.
I was a Queen fan growing up and had no fucking idea.
Dude,
listen.
Maybe my dad stop me.
Listen when this kicks in, dude. Right there.
Yeah.
Do you think Brian May secretly wanted to be in Aerosmith? Just fucking jamming.
Like, what am I
picking up
doing?
chicks instead of playing to a very gay audience.
How many conversations you had with Joe Perry backstage at some festival?
Like, man, fuck.
Hey, Brian, how's stuff going? You know, man, it's cool. Yeah, it's cool.
I was just getting Steven Tyler's leftovers. I don't give shit.
Hey, Joe, can I ask you a question? Did you ever catch Steven sucking a guy's dick backstage? No, why? Nothing. I just never mind. Forget it.
I always wondered that about Brian May. You gotta think he's a talented guy. And he just wanted to be in a fucking rock band. You know what I mean by rock band. Chicks left and right.
Not a rock hard band. But Queen's the shit, dude. Queen's.
I know they're shit. They got some
album,
good stuff, man.
First album through the game. I mean, they fucking knock it out of the park.
This is from Shaun of the Dead. They're playing this one.
Oh, yeah.
And he goes, kill the Queen. They're pummeling the guy in the bar with the pool cues.
Anthony, you're not going to believe this. We've been talking about Kaja Gugu for 16 years, right?
Yeah.
We actually have someone that wants to defend Kaja Gugu.
Is it the singer?
The singer's got to be, yeah.
Or even he wouldn't.
Turn down the Queen. Joanna, Florida, what's
Kill
going
the
on?
Queen.
Hey, how you doing? How you doing? First time caller.
All right, Joanna, then we'll be nice to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're nice to the first-time callers, we are.
For now.
That's right, go ahead.
All right, so Kaja Gugu, man, they did Never Ending Story. Remember that movie?
Ugh.
Yeah, no, that was a big hit, though. She's right. The song sucks, but it was big.
What?
Thank you. It does suck, and they do suck. I'm not going to argue with that. But
That guy fucked a kid.
Who?
The Kaja Gugu guy. He
Get
fucked
out
a
of
kid.
here. You can't just say that.
No, or then he got arrested for child porn. He did something fucking...
Are you trying to get him on my good side? Or?
hell no, man. They suck, man. I'll never listen to them again hearing that shit.
Instead of judging,
No way.
let me ask you a question. How old did she look?
Yeah.
I think it was young, man.
Oh, man.
He was like overseas. He went to like Thailand. Dude, I'm serious.
Oh, once you go to Thailand.
You're not talking about our favorite Gary Glitter, are you?
Maybe it was Gary.
Yeah, maybe it was. You can't make that mistake.
Did the Kaja Gugu...
He doesn't look like he'd...
Yeah, no.
On Wiki, can you wiki him?
Look, Joe DeRosa doesn't know what the fuck he's
I
talking
feel
about.
bad. Am I going to get sued for that, for saying that? I take it back, allegedly.
I won't even go with allegedly. I think you're out of your mind.
No,
My fiance wants to stomp Gary Glitter. He wants to stomp him into the ground. He hates that guy.
Yeah, Gary Glitter went to like Thailand and was taking some trips there, and then he went to bring his computer in to get it fixed, and like literally young children fell out of his computer. It was like it was really bad.
That's so funny. We're going to search your anal cavity. There's a child in it.
Oh, look. Look at the little tyke.
You're right. It was Gary Glitter, because Gary Glitter sang, hey!
Yeah.
That's right. It was
You know
him.
what the hey was, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Little fucking child cock over there.
Hey.
Well, that was the kid. Hey!
So wish me luck. I'm getting married on Sunday.
No one gives a shit.
You get married? Why?
I love you, Mark, if you hear this.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God.
Mark's
Shout-outs to loved
fucking
ones.
balls deep in some chick right now. Listening, going, oh, fuck.
He's in Thailand.
What?
He better be. It's his last chance.
Oh, okay.
All right, at least you give him that one.
All right. That's nice of you.
You're a good egg.
Yeah.
I am a good egg.
All right, Joanna.
Have
I
fun.
enjoyed this very much. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Enjoy your wedding. Just make sure it's not like every other fucking
your
wedding
day.
we've been to.
It's your fucking day. Isn't
Wedding
it?
stink.
To the people getting married, just change it up a little bit, please. Just a little. Just a little to make the people go, wow, this wedding's a little different than every other one I went to.
Yeah, but sometimes when they try to make it different, it's really gay, and they're like,
I said a little, not like get crazy about it.
Do you ever go to one where they'll be like, well, he's Mexican, so we're going to have Taco Bell because we want everybody just to like kind of hang out. And it's like, just say you're broke. Or you just say you can't afford it. Fucking awful wedding.
Yeah, that is pretty bad.
Can we hear Kajagoogoo Never-Ending Story?
My wedding was one of the cheesiest, cheapest fucking pieces of shit weddings ever.
How old were you when you got married?
30.
So what'd you do? Were you doing all right in radio at that point?
No, I was dead broke, fucking knocking tin, doing construction, knocking tin. Oh, and we went to a Justice of the Peace in Northport, and then went back to my house for a party in the backyard, complete with like a fucking tarp over the fucking... Oh, it was just white trash. It was so bad.
Oh, that is gleaming white trash. That is lily white.
It was horrible.
Oh, my God, man. That sounds terrible.
Just like... And the whole thing was... And on the way back from the Justice of the Peace, I made sure, because I think it was either the Belmont or the Preakness or something, we had to stop at OTB so I could place a bet.
Oh, Christ. Jesus Christ.
And there's bride and groom in the OTB. Oh, let's place a bet.
Oh my God, that's horrible.
I should have bet on how long the marriage would last.
I'll do.
I wish they would have taken that fucking bet.
I'll do you one here. My cousin got married, and the what's that called? The table, the long table where the bridal party sits.
The dais.
Is it called the dais?
I think it is.
Like it's a roast.
Yeah. It's a fucking roast.
Yeah.
That long table. They were doing the Eagles chant during the wedding reception. They were going, E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagle. They kept doing that over and over. They were wasted. And
that's douchey.
My dad's a deacon, so he doesn't have anything bad to say about anybody ever. And I went into the bathroom, and he was in there, and I go, hey, Dad, how you doing? I go, how you enjoy the wedding? And he just goes, ah, man. You can just see it. He was like, well, let's go. I can't say it.
Oh, man.
Oh, shit. I hope you know what? I hope my cousins hear this, and they're all scrambling to figure out which cousin I'm talking about right now.
I had to do my white trash wedding twice also.
What?
Because, once was just like barely anyone there. Just witnesses getting married, and then a party in the backyard with friends and shit like that. But then, like, my parents and relatives and stuff were like, oh, my God, we didn't get a chance to see this or that. And I was like, all right, then it's got to be done again. So it was at the bar my mother worked at. She tended bar there, which later, a few years later, became a strip club. Down there,
Christ.
Where Vets Highway and Jericho split off.
Oh, yeah, where our tax guy was.
Yeah.
Jesus
Same place.
Christ.
And it was just, again, white trash revisited.
Yeah.
It was white trash number 2.
You didn't have to say that part.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I know. You're like I'm telling you some news there.
Yeah.
With the jukebox playing like Betty Davis Eyes during the,
Oh, my God.
Oh, it was awful.
Now, was there any part of you during that where you thought, I am white trash, or were you fully in it? Like,
no, every part of it. I knew.
cell in your
I was
body?
like, this is trash, and I'm like, what am I doing? Why am I even here doing this? This is terrible. It was one big embarrassment. The entire marriage was an embarrassment.
How long were you married for?
Oh God!
My God!
9 years. Oh,
Did you hear that,
that's a
Joe?
good one.
How he talks about it, you would assume, wow, I made a mistake, and he's one of those guys gets divorced 2 months later. No, he said 9 years.
It's 9 years.
He was in it for 9 years.
I get it though, because the worse it gets to, the digger you deep in, or the deeper you dig in. Yeah.
I know.
The deeper you dig in.
Why is it that so many people, including myself, we do that? Not with my marriage, by the way, but with relationships. Where you know it's wrong, it's going nowhere, and then it takes years to get the fuck out of it.
Terrible.
Why do we do this?
I don't know.
Do women do this too, or is it a guy's thing?
No, I think everybody
Have
does
you been
it.
in one of those relationships where
Yeah.
you knew, fuck, this isn't for me, and then next thing you know, years go by, and you're like, what the fuck am I doing?
I'll tell you something, dude. I dated a girl when I lived in Texas my first year out of college. I lived in Texas for a year, and dude, I was lonely. I didn't really know anybody. I went down there to work, and it sucked. My job was really demanding and crazy, and I didn't really like the people I worked with that much. And I had 3 friends that only wanted to hang out on Saturday night. That's the only time. So I had 6 days a week to just be with myself and be miserable. And I finally meet this chick, and I start dating her, and she turns out to be shithouse fucking crazy, dude. Like the craziest chick I've ever dated.
Really?
Ever dated.
I've never, ever known girls that were like that.
No, some of them are crazy. You didn't know that?
Holy fuck.
Dude.
Every one of them are batshit
Yeah,
crazy.
I know.
It's just which ones are more crazy
I
than
know.
the other.
Let's just get out in the open. You're all a bunch of cunts.
So what happened with this girl, though? You knew she was crazy, but you're like, you know what? But I am lonely.
No. Well, see, here's the thing. When I liked her from afar for a while, and so when I finally hooked up with her, I was excited. Like, holy shit, I landed this chick. And we started dating, and I quickly realized, like, she's nuts. But you're so lonely, and you're so alone, and you're like, I gotta fix this, because I can't fucking handle the emotional overhaul of this bitch being crazy right now. If I dump her and it's not, I can't deal with it. So you just keep going through it, going, I'll fix it, I'll fix it, I'll fix it. And then the next thing you know, you're in fucking way deep. You can't get out. She's more batshit than she was. And I think that's what people do. You keep going. I had a thing with a girl recently where she was over at my place and we had sex. We're not really dating, but we had sex. And we got into a fight after the sex.
What?
About something, and she was like, this is it, I gotta go. And I'm like, no, don't go. Don't, because you're just going, no, if you just hang out, this will pass, we'll get through it. And that's the way, I think that's what people do. They think they can rectify it, and you can't rectify it. It's fucked. But you're lonely.
There's just been circumstances where it's like, uh-oh, this one's crazy. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Bad shit crazy.
Yeah. And we're all self-destructive, you know.
Yeah.
That's never been insulted more than when I come into the studio half the time. I still run back here.
We all do.
We've been nothing but nice to you, Joe.
I'm kidding. I'm joking.
You want us to fuck with you?
I'm joking.
So am I. See?
All do that.
I've been taking acting classes. Good, right?
That was good. Are you really taking classes?
I'm doing all sorts of shit.
That was good. You got me, man.
Thank you, Joe.
Yeah, of course.
when the girl like starts acting crazy and shit, and you realize like, you got to start thinking to yourself like, if I wasn't having sex with this girl, would I listen to a fucking word she was saying, or even carry on a conversation past hello in an elevator, or anything?
No.
And usually the answer is no.
But can you keep fucking them if you don't want to? See, I can't. If I fuck them once and the second I come, I'm thinking, shut up. I can't fuck them anymore.
Right.
I never
a
do
problem.
it again.
Mm-hmm.
Do you keep doing
then
it?
That's a problem.
Well, what does their body look like?
You know, dude. You know,
it's all proportional.
I fuck
to
girls
how they
that have
look
like Danny body.
hot ones.
Jesus.
I have a very nice ass, Joe.
People have commented on
Danny's got
ass.
a bubble ass.
Danny's almost got midget guy ass.
He's not a midget, though, is he?
Fucking Ronnie, I gotta quote Ronnie again. Ronnie said something, he's talking about midgets, and he goes, one thing about them midget broads, though, they all got nice asses. How do they pull that off?
Oh.
It's like they got that midget ass.
It's the worst ass ever.
I know.
It's that pumpkin ass.
It is a pumpkin ass.
Oh, perfect.
That's perfect.
A pumpkin ass, yes.
Oh, it's awful.
They're horrible midget asses.
Yeah, then when they shit, they have to pull the stem and take the top off of it.
Oh, that's gruesome.
I'm convinced that midgets have tails.
Yeah?
Prove me
Will
wrong.
they remove them at birth?
I don't know. Have you seen a naked midget?
Yeah.
I've never seen one naked.
I don't really see. Not really. You don't really see naked midgets.
We've
often.
seen
And
one
I
up
think
on
that's
our
because
console. She started crying.
That'll expose the tail. Oh, yeah. We did make a naked midget cry.
Jesus Christ.
She wanted to be a stripper, and she was talking about, like, I would be a stripper. And we're like, all right, come on down. You could audition in front of us. We're the demo,
Wasn't Vince Neil or somebody in that
No,
thing?
it was Colin.
Quinn?
No.
It was Tom Hanks' son.
Colin Hanks.
And
was one of the judges?
No, he was just hanging.
And Jack Black.
Colin Hanks used to be a big-time fan of our, literally a fan of our show. Used to get tapes of our show, and then all of a sudden he started doing our show. And we're like, holy shit, Tom Hanks' son is
Then
a
a couple of
fan the
movies,
show.
and you never see him
A
again.
couple movies later,
So
he
what are you
doesn't
gonna
even
do?
know who the fuck we are, and will never admit that he ever was on our show or was a fan.
But
That's our
him,
world, Joe.
we had him in there, and Jack Black.
And the other douchebag that got a couple movies and decided he doesn't need to be with us anymore. Jack Black, yeah.
And so this midget comes in, and she wants to, be a stripper. So we pick her up and put her on the console like a little person, and she starts like stripping. And what happened? She wouldn't take our panties off at first or something. And we were telling her like, you got to do this. You got to take your panties off.
Yeah.
And she took her bra off and just had these bad midget tits.
And I think we started laughing.
And she starts dancing.
We couldn't help, or I couldn't help myself.
Yeah, so
I'm
we
sure it
started
was funny.
laughing at her, and she just started crying. There's a naked midget right in front of us crying.
Trying to cover up her naughty parts, because now that she's crying, she doesn't want anyone to see
And we're
anything.
like, oh, it's okay. No, calm down. And like, even Jack Black was just horrified. And I think,
I feel sad right now.
It was sad.
I just picture as you were going, no, come down here and we'll judge you. Was the devil standing next to you?
Oh, yes.
With an ink well filled with blood.
With blood to sign.
And a
Yeah.
feather, yeah.
Here
like,
it is.
Oh, my
We
God.
need your signature.
What in her fucking midget, in her tiny midget
Dumb
brain,
midget head.
made her think that it was a good idea to come strip in front of you guys?
Yeah, like we were going to be gentle and
We were actually
nice.
trying to be nice. She had mental problems.
Well,
we can't help
they didn't
it
get
all.
better after that experience.
We didn't know.
We got to have a show. Where are they now? I would love to know what happened to her.
Well,
Because
where'd
now we've
she
been
go?
around long enough where there'd be some great stories out there with these people.
People are gone.
So,
remember Beba, Spaz's girl?
Beba.
I heard recently she had her 5th kid. You want to talk about updates?
And you want to hear with who?
I know with who.
Yeah. That guy.
I didn't.
You could say
Can't
it.
say.
Oh, I don't know if we could say it, so I didn't say it.
Yeah, say it. Fuck it. Who gives a shit about them? The fucking wrestling website guy
That got us
in
almost
trouble
killed.
with The Rock.
With The Rock.
What's his name? What was his name?
Sick Boy.
Are
Sick
you guys
Boy
allowed-
hooked up with Beba.
Are you guys? Like,
I heard they just had their 5th kid, so
Yeah.
congratulations. 5 kids, that's how long we've been around. Holy
Are you
shit.
willing to recount that Rock story? All I've ever seen online is the clip of him walking out, but I didn't see what the fuck happened. Like
Rock was coming in, and this guy Sick Boy was a wrestling fan.
Sorry,
I was
just to
gonna
set
do
up.
it in 3 seconds.
Okay, yeah, because you're sick of it.
Fuck
I don't
setting it
blame
up.
you.
Oh,
You're
sorry.
right.
Is this just
You're right.
No, it's just this.
You're
is
actually
what,
right. Go.
This is what happened. The Rock was coming in. Sick Boy is this wrestling website guy who was a fan of wrestling, and The Rock wanted to come in and meet him. We're like, sure, come on in. So he comes in. The Rock is sitting there. We're talking. Sick Boy asks The Rock a question. Somehow The Rock knows it's this guy, Sick Boy, from this website. The Rock had heard of this website because there was some very racist things written about The Rock on the website. So The Rock started turning to the Sick Boy guy and going, what are you doing in here? Why are you talking to me? I've seen some of the shit on your website. And he goes, and Opie and Anthony, if you have him in here and you're, friends with this guy, I can't continue this interview. And we didn't want to sell out Sick Boy right away, but we didn't even know what the fuck they were talking about at first. And then The Rock was like, look, I can't continue this interview with, this bad vibes and stuff. And got up and left.
And Joe, know what I said to The Rock?
Huh.
True story. I said to The Rock, you will never be as famous as me and
Yep.
Anthony.
you said that on the air?
On the air, off the air. And man, did I show him.
Yeah.
Did you really say that to him
I said something stupid like that, yeah.
as he was walking out?
Yeah, because, now it's ugly and we're fighting. And we have no problems with The Rock. He's called since then a few times. Although now he's in that stage of he doesn't need to call us anymore.
Yeah.
But obviously I was so wrong.
I
He
think,
became a massive fucking star.
Yeah.
And we're still doing this horse shit.
Come on, this isn't horse shit. You know how much
really?
we love you guys.
Really,
You
this is
break.
horse shit.
Love this horse shit.
I don't know what I'd do if you guys weren't
Great
here.
horse shit.
The Kajagoogoo people they can't live their lives until the info is corrected, Anthony.
Yes.
The never-ending story by the broad that's getting married is wrong. Supposedly, it was a song by one of the guys that left Kajagoogoo. Is that true, Travis? I know you forgot about it a long time ago, but there are people that cannot move on with their mornings until we correct the Kajagoogoo.
Kajagoogoo mistakes?
Yes.
Who cares?
See, look. You think I'm kidding? This is one of 5 on the line right now. Sean in Jersey. Go ahead, Sean.
That dumb bitch. She ruined my morning. First off, I'm trying to get ready for work. I hear this dumb whole call in, first time caller, a complete mistruth. It was Lamal, who was the lead singer of Kajagoogoo.
Lamal? Is he from Krypton? What the fuck is that? Sending you to the Earth, Lamal.
Was he the lead singer of Kajagoogoo?
He was the lead singer.
Then it's Kajagoogoo.
Yeah.
Hey, let's face it. Is Susudio a Genesis song? I mean, come on. That's a Phil Collins song, right?
Which one?
Do apples to apples here.
Which one?
Susudio?
Susudio.
It might as well be, but yeah, I see what you're trying to say.
Honestly,
but it might as well have been a Genesis song.
If I sit 100 people down and I play Susudio, over half would say it's a Genesis song. They don't know the difference.
I got to be honest. I'm kind of feeling gay that I even know Kajagoogoo or Lamal.
Hey, Paul, you know his name, Lamal.
It's pretty sick. I'm sorry.
All right.
This guy has
Thanks, Sean.
Malcolm X passion about shitty rock music. It was not fucking Kajagoogoo.
Lamal.
Jesus Christ, man. Lamal.
Are we ready for
that?
Is he a black guy?
No,
I
he's
think
like
he's
the
white.
whitest white guy ever.
Yeah, he really is.
With that fucking...
What does he look like
what's
today?
Going on.
Oh, what
is there a
douche this
picture
guy
of what he
is.
looks like
His
today?
spaghetti
Lamal,
hair.
lead singer of Kajagoogoo.
Here we go. Here we go. All right, we all know him with that tuft of hair.
Gay? He's gay, right?
Popping out of his head. God, you have him as a pedophile, now a gay guy. I don't know.
Whoa.
Oh, wow.
Ah.
That time's a bitch, isn't it?
Hang it up, dude. Just stop.
Wow.
This picture, he's got, what is he in this picture? 60, 50?
I know.
Whatever. He's got red highlights in his hair, and it's, dude,
And
just stop.
Why is it when
Fucking vulture's feet. They're not even crow's feet.
Why is it when you see pictures of old gay guys, you could tell they're on the cocktail?
Oh, really? You think he's on the cocktail?
You could tell. I'm not saying him because I have no idea. I'm not going to say it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, what makes you think that he's got spiky red hair and he's wearing a jewelry? And look at the shirt he's wearing. Oh, he's got that chicken neck. He's got that Frank Perdue fucking neck.
He got the wobble.
He looks like Frank Perdue.
Yeah.
If that guy was,
That was many years ago. You don't realize how long ago the 80s were. Wow. So you start seeing pictures like that.
Why do these guys... What is it with people that can't let it go?
I don't know.
But this is all he knows.
But come out
What is he
dressed like
supposed to
a
do?
grown man.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Well, he's dressed down. He's not dressing like it's still the 80s.
I get really annoyed when I see like a 50-year-old guy with like a wallet chain. It's like, oh, you fucking hump. Would you dress like a fucking grown-up, please?
Shit.
What is that, slacks?
No, but don't dress. Look, if you're over 45, if you're over 35, nothing you wear should look like it came from Hot Topic.
How old are you?
33.
That's why you said that.
I already don't own anything that looks like
I don't dress my age, but the shit that I'm supposed to be wearing, I would never fucking wear.
No, you look like a man. You look like a man that's young for his age. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you look like a guy that's not a square.
Yeah, but I guess we're supposed to be wearing slacks and shit now, and vest sweaters.
I got a couple of vest sweaters. Let's not get carried away.
You like the vest sweater?
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with a sweater. I made the mistake of wearing a cardigan to dinner with Keith Robinson and Bill Burr the other week.
Why would you do that?
I
Why?
fucking took it off before I walked in the restaurant and hung it over my chair, and they didn't see it. And then we got up to leave, and it was cold out, and I had to put it on. And Keith stopped in the middle of the street. That sweater stinks. What the fuck are you wearing, stupid?
What are you doing, Ed?
Oh, I was just looking at
I see. Okay.
You know who that is?
Yeah, Gervais.
Yeah, isn't that hysterical? You punch up like young Ricky Gervais when he was in a band.
Yeah.
He was in one of these types of 80s bands, and it's hysterical.
Now, that's my point. Look at Ricky Gervais there,
Right.
and look at Ricky Gervais now. He doesn't dress like an old man. He still dresses cool, but it's like...
But he's not trying to be that guy that was doing, the music back then.
Yeah, exactly.
Now he actually uses it as a goof.
Exactly.
Why is this song still on?
Oh, why not? Just listen to the whole thing. Enjoy it.
Well, yeah,
we really did listen to that whole song.
I know, what the fuck? Fags.
We had a serious discussion.
I know.
Look how good he looks right there.
Where?
That's what I'm talking about. Gervais in that top one. Look how good that fucking dude. Look at that. Look how stylish that suit is.
Kiss him on the mouth.
And he looks like a grown man.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, I see what you're saying. All right, yeah.
Oh, God.
Hey, why don't we take a quick break and we're going to roll right into Jocktober. You're here for Jocktober, Joe.
Dude, I'm so psyched. The last time I was here for it was one of the hardest times I ever left in the show.
Great.
Really?
Gotta love Jocktober.
Today we got a real good show out of Odessa, Texas. And when I say real good, I mean real bad.
A big hunk of shit.
I can't wait.
So we'll do a quick break and then Jocktober next.
Opie and Anthony.
Yeah.
Oh, this is cute, this one.
Listen to the words. We used to play this one.
Yep.
Somebody together. On the only station that really rocks. Faith No More.
I never heard.
We got Joe DeRosa in studio. Joe, what are you promoting today, sir?
I would like to plug my CD that is out on Comedy Central Records. It's called The Depression Auction. Please go buy it. I'm proud of it.
Very good.
Yeah.
I got to check that out.
It's 22 minutes of
22 minutes. Good.
No, it's like an hour long, you know. It's recorded at Vinny Brand's The Stress Factory in New Jersey.
Ah, yes, Vinny.
We had a fun time out there. It's been out for a few months. I hear it's doing all right.
Good.
So
Good
please go buy one.
You guys make money off those CDs?
Yeah, I've been making some good money on the road. We haven't. You only get your iTunes shit.
How much do you get per unit?
Yeah.
I get like...
Because I'm going somewhere. Because me and Ant made one CD that was extremely successful and decided to never do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, why wouldn't you guys do CDs?
Yeah, we got raped on the first one pretty good.
Well, because we had to share 75 cents per disc.
Oh, that's nothing, dude. That's the deal of a lifetime.
That's good?
That's amazing. That's
what we're supposed to get, but then he held back money, and it was just a nightmare.
Catastrophe.
I mean, in the end, we maybe made $10,000 each, maybe. And this thing sold hundreds of thousands of copies.
Standard, I think. I mean, look, you guys are obviously at a different level than most of us, but like standard unit prices are like a few bucks a disc.
Yeah.
To the label. That's what's tough about iTunes, because iTunes takes
but what do
a
you
chunk.
get?
Yep.
Well, it depends. Like on the road, I sell it at different prices depending on where I am.
Yeah, see, we should have done that.
You know,
we should have done the whole operation ourselves.
So, I mean, I was in Canada. They were selling for $20 a pop in Canada. So I was making.
You were?
Yeah, I was.
And you were making the 20.
Yeah, I was making a
More or
lot
less.
in Canada.
See?
But Canada's, you know, it's different. It's different than here. You can't do that here, you know. So, some places here you got to sell it for 10.
Yeah, we're done talking about it. Thanks, Joe. Sam. Just wanted a quick fucking thought. Jesus.
Let me explain more. Let's get into markets and how it affects unit price.
Hang in there, Joe. We're not going after you today.
Thank you.
Everyone's fine. Everyone's fine.
Morris, you're having fun.
It's like Anthony going out with his ex-wife. Everything's okay.
Yeah.
We have no problems here, Joe. Okay? Joe's like panicking.
I love it.
We're not going to be falling to pieces, huh?
Huh?
Oh. Sam?
Yeah.
Sam.
Hi.
I want to ask you before we go into Jocktober.
Black or white?
The babysitters.
Oh,
Babysitters had quite the beating today.
Yeah. I mean, I know, because I took one yesterday.
Yeah, but
You
for
know what
some
it's
reason
like.
you could take a beating and those guys can't.
Oh.
And then maybe later today I'll have to deal with some dumb email or phone call like,
Would you have been happy if I had emailed you, like, hey?
No, because I know in the end you could take a beating. Those guys can't for some reason. Then why are you working for our channel?
Don't they just get it?
No.
No.
Go work for Cinemagic?
Yeah.
I'm sure that those DJs aren't beating anyone up.
No, I wouldn't think so.
So take us through what happened today.
Well, what?
With those guys.
When you were beating them up?
Yeah, what's your thoughts on the whole thing?
I mean, I was listening, and it was not pretty. I mean, because it started with you just saying babysitters, and that's sort of mundane enough that they could, not mundane, but non-specific enough that they could just say, oh, I don't know who he was talking about, and go about their days. But then you guys started mentioning names, like directly saying who you were referring to babysitters.
Just in case they didn't know they were the babysitter.
Yeah, and that hurts.
Yeah,
and then you specifically brought up parts of their skill set that they were lacking.
Right.
Like, before you just said they lacked the skill set, and now you're actually bringing up specific skills.
Are you saying no one wants to hear they're lacking a skill set?
Well, not only that,
skill set,
but you're specifically saying I am better than you are at this.
At everything.
And they're saying, well, that's my job. Why? I mean, I'm trying, and you're saying, don't try. I'm better than you. Leave me alone.
Right.
Then you say you should be in at 6. So it's like that's the type of thing that if their boss hears, he'll say, "Why aren't you coming in earlier?" And now you're.
Well, logically that makes sense.
Oh, see,
I know Ant doesn't want that. And I get it. I get why he doesn't.
Well,
but
and that's another
logically, if they're running the channel, and that is big quotes, by the way.
That hurts.
That is the biggest quotes you'll ever see ever.
That's hurtful.
Then you should be here when the channel goes live.
And when you first brought that up, Ant said that he would rather out of sight, out of mind, just let us do our thing, and you'll do your thing. Yeah. And Opie, you responded by saying, "What difference does it make? We walk all over them anyway." Which is, I mean,
they probably don't want to hear that,
right? Because
something like that,
when they're trying to find the motivation to try to convince you guys to do something, and then they literally hear you say, "My honest opinion of you is that I walk all over you, and that you don't have the skill set to even have the audacity to speak to me." Sort of makes them question a lot. And it doesn't make them look good in front of their bosses, for sure.
And what's the other thing that bums them out? When they realize we're gone at 10:01?
Yeah.
What I mean by 10:01, we're on the sidewalk.
Right. Because, you don't give a lot of warning sometimes that you're leaving. And so they'll realize, wait a minute, the show's over.
Yeah.
And start walking up the hall to talk to you.
And you have to tell them.
Opie and Anthony have already left the building.
And is there a sadness
They're discouraged because they're trying to get some business done, and it's not.
They just turn around and go back to their offices.
Because they know you're not going to answer they can't call you.
Oh, no, they don't even have my number.
Right, and you wouldn't give it to them.
No, my mom doesn't have my number, and they don't.
Well, that's
a short
sad.
list of people that don't have my number.
Wait, well,
short list.
Yeah.
It's just them and your mom?
Yeah.
That's not cool.
Yeah. As in unimportant people in my life.
See, that's mean.
That's more hurtful stuff.
And they also know you wouldn't respond to emails if they tried to email you.
No, I changed my email a long time ago.
And
they're sending emails to an old fucking email
just
address.
A junk email address?
Pretty much, yeah.
Do you check it, or?
No.
Oh.
Why would I?
I guess so.
Yeah.
See, these are hurtful things for a person to hear.
Well, prove me wrong.
I mean,
where are we at with the prostate thing?
I don't know.
Where Dr. Steve comes in and is going to do a speed round prostate exam thing, trying to set a world record. Where are we at with that?
I mean, it sounds like a good idea to me.
Doesn't it?
Yes.
Well, they've been at work 40 minutes. I mean, do they have an answer yet?
Oh, boy.
Well, see, not only...
I gave him too much credit. That means they got here at 8 o'clock today. Gee, thanks.
They also have to wait for the powers that be to get in. The lawyers have to get here, and so they're stuck kind of between a rock and a hard place, because the lawyers are saying, why are you coming to me with these ridiculous requests? And you guys are saying, I don't want to hear those answers from you.
My favorite part is, like, when we beat them up, and then all of a sudden, like, it might happen tomorrow, actually, if I know this. One of them will be here tomorrow at 6, and then have to show me they're here. All bright-eyed and ready to go.
That's why I don't want
No, but the funny part about it is then they go back to not showing up. And my thought to them would be, because they want approval, like, look, see, I'm here.
Yeah.
And I would say to them, well, now do that again tomorrow.
This is, I mean, this
Get
is
a few
really...
days in a row that you show up when we're here. And then I will acknowledge, wow, you're actually doing the right thing.
I'm going on record saying if you do show up at 6 or whatever, just speak with Opie, because I'm not.
I mean, generally these things are hard to hear. You're really breaking down.
Exactly.
You guys don't have to deal with them at 6 a.m.
Oh, we certainly would.
What? I mean, that was written not by me.
What, by somebody?
Everybody's like, not by me.
I didn't write it.
Not me.
But you...
Are you saying that
I enjoy the people that I work with.
Are you saying that because we beat up the babysitters that you feel their wrath after we're gone at 10 a.m.?
Well, I don't call them babysitters. I call them
for you guys.
Bosses. myself,
Mhm.
and even
boss,
people I look for guidance in this business.
These babysitters sound very unsavory.
And you break down like exactly what they're doing by coming in and their motivations, and it's just normally they live in a world where conversation is polite and sort of cordial.
Oh yeah.
Well, they live in the wrong world.
I mean, this is generally
For radio.
That's the fake world.
Yeah, this is certainly an honest place, but a lot of it is also toxic.
What? Well, that's why we leave at 10, so we don't
so we don't infect their world.
So we don't infect this place too bad. That's why I think it's very healthy for us to get the fuck out of here right at 10 every day, Sam.
But you do spend some time in the morning hours making the rest of their day. Like, they're not going to have a happy day today.
It is astounding when that red secondhand ticks from 59 seconds to 60 seconds when it's 10 o'clock.
Right.
How quickly that door flings open and we deploy.
People do get knocked over.
Yes.
Yeah.
Literally knocked over.
over.
And everyone knows to stand, like, to the side of the hallways. It's like, gangway, gangway! Like the fire brigade in a submarine coming through.
The last time I was here, you had your bags packed and everything.
Oh, yeah,
It was
yeah.
like a fucking relay race.
Oh, exactly. Everything's packed up beforehand.
Oh, yeah.
So you can run and be in bed
but I think
right away.
Oh, please.
Right away.
I am sleeping in my bed before you guys are back in the office.
Down the hall.
Yeah.
And this is a healthy thing, because if we're here too long, it's going to just poison us.
Oh, it's only good for the show.
Absolutely.
Believe me, because that's that's our prime directive here.
It's the horse shit that happens when these mics are off.
Yeah.
Mind-boggling. So we would rather make sure we get the fuck out of this poison environment as fast as possible.
And you say
we're in a bubble right now. This bubble's nice. This is a nice environment. But as soon as these mics go off, it's an ugly scene around here. So why would we stay around here at 10?
You also say that, like, you fulfilled your obligation. When you leave at 10, you say, we're obligated to be here from 6 to 10.
Right.
Which is accurate, and certainly I respect that.
Are you questioning that, Sam?
Not at all.
Okay, good.
But those guys might say they're used to hearing, like, oh, we're here, for the show. Let's do something creative. Let's have some. They don't like hearing, like, this is the end of our obligation. We're done with you.
Sam.
You are nothing but an obligation to us.
An obligation.
We're contracted to talk to you. We have no personal relationship.
Wow.
That's breaking it down.
It's like alimony with an ex-wife.
Exactly. Yeah, that's how they
Look, I'm obligated.
And Sam, I'm going to give these guys the chance to turn down their radios right now.
Oh,
Not the
no.
listeners, but them.
Yeah, because
Now, if they're still listening, they're just stupid. The reason
they might not have
the
had
reason
time
for
before
what
the
you just
stupid part
said,
came.
they don't have a creative bone in their bodies.
Ouch.
Okay?
See, that's hurtful because
They
they've
really
been in the
don't.
business for a while and
They
they
don't.
trying to come to the table with stuff. And
Name one idea they came to the table with. I don't even know
That's-
if they've ever come to the table with an idea.
Hey, let me just tell you something.
Yes, Anthony.
I am all for you guys sleeping in late. That's all I'm gonna say. We're from two schools of thought here.
It's nervous.
I'm all for you guys. Hit the snooze all morning long, guys.
well rested. You like them well.
I like them well rested.
Yeah.
You're right.
I'm just thinking if we
Yes.
got guys that are thinking about the channel 24/7, Anthony, that our jobs become easier. And unfortunately,
but
that's not happening.
Certain
nowadays.
guys think in 24/7 are fine. I understand that. Them, not so much.
I know. Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the ultimate goal is to get them replaced. So,
Oh, God, see, that's horrible.
with people that might get what we do and what the channel's all about.
That's a horrible thing to say.
That's not nice.
Are you uncomfortable, John?
It comes across as you want them to get in at 6 a.m., not so much because it'd be good for the show, but because you just want them to get up earlier.
Yeah,
and it'd be more painful for them.
Yeah, is that him?
Danny is a prick.
No, Danny didn't do
I'm
anything.
just saying, that's
No.
very funny.
Generally speaking,
He
he's a
just
prick.
punched up a picture that looked like
Well,
somebody.
our thought is if we're going to suffer, they might as well suffer. I'm not saying that,
Well, again, I mean, I hope that doing the show is not suffering.
It'll make you suffer.
So,
see, now they're going to have to talk about that on the fake fan sites. We're not suffering. We enjoy what we do.
But
we just don't enjoy all the other bullshit.
At least the
that
staff
goes-
will have something to talk
that
about
goes
after the
with
show.
doing a fine show like this. What?
At least the staff will have something to talk about after the show. We'll probably have a nice meeting.
Will there
Oh,
be
you'll probably get a good meeting.
Will there
with
be a lot
them.
of eye contact?
No, not a lot of eye contact, but we'll probably
A lot of glancing out the windows.
throw around some what can we do to problem solve type of exercises.
More corporate bullshit.
It's not my opinion, but
Thanks, Joe. Thanks for showing up today. We appreciate it.
Dude, I'm trying to.
It's inside stuff.
Yeah, I don't know what you guys are talking. I don't want to speak out of turn.
What's wrong
here.
with you? You all right?
Yeah, no,
I was
I'm
just
fine.
thanking you for coming in. It had nothing to do with what we were just talking about.
Sure, that's what it
No,
sounded
you were
like.
because I
Are you
haven't said
sure,
anything in
Joe?
a few minutes.
Are you sure?
I get what's going on here.
Joe's waiting for Jocktober.
I'm all about making you feel very comfortable on the show.
I don't
That's
know
all.
if I can jump
You're
in on this or
failing
not. Like,
miserably.
I didn't know if it was like you guys are doing show stuff, so I didn't want to be like, hey, let me.
It's called a little housekeeping.
Yeah,
We like housekeeping every once in a while.
I'll jump in here. Fuck these guys. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, I don't know what to say. I don't fully know what you guys are talking about, so I don't want
that's
to be
what it
too.
is. It's just difficult to jump in when you don't know the behind-the-scenes shit that's going on.
Yeah, also, I don't want to get banned from the building.
Yes.
Which they do very easily.
Oh, actually, you know what? You know what? I do remember a certain experience I had here. We were doing a little show for the network on
That's
the virus.
Joe don't.
Yes. Uninformed.
Was uninformed.
I remember that.
Yeah,
Funny
remember that show?
Funny-ass show. You
We
and
loved
Bill Burr.
having it on the channel.
We loved having it on the channel.
What happened with that?
Well,
I really don't know, by the way. What happened?
you know, it was a radio show. Now it's a podcast.
Why wouldn't they keep it on the... Because you guys wanted, God forbid, money or something?
You know, things happen. And, you know, it was, let's say it wasn't easy to keep the train rolling. Let's put it that way.
See, they just got the Kevin Smith podcast. I would suggest
Who's
they...
just snuck up behind me?
That's Marcelino.
That's
What's up,
the dirty
dude?
Puerto Rican.
Oh,
scared me.
This really has been a danger zone this whole month of October.
Wow.
Don't acknowledge him. You can't trust him.
I didn't mean to cut off your thing by getting freaked out at a dirty-skinned Mexican.
He is Mexican.
Are you Mexican?
He hates being called a Mexican.
Are you Mexican?
No, I'm not.
Are you Dominican?
No, Puerto Rican.
Oh, it's
He's
the
a
worst
proud
of the three.
Puerto Rican.
Are you proud?
Very proud.
All right, good.
Yeah.
Big cock?
I'm all right.
Nah.
Puerto Rican really stinks.
Really?
What's wrong with the port? No, I'm just being inflammatory.
Here's the
all right.
Here's the deal. This is
Sorry.
where we bring it all around. So they got the Kevin Smith podcast. That was a good move. I think they're working on Joe Rogan, which is a great move. And I think another great move would be bringing the Bill Burr, Joe DeRosa podcast back to this channel.
We would
a
love
little
to
variety
come
on this
back.
channel wouldn't be bad.
We would love to come back and do it again. And you know, now that you guys are in this building, it'd be easy for Burr and I to do it on separate coasts if we had to, because that was the hard thing too when you were in the other building.
Thanks,
right,
Joe.
yeah.
Sam.
Oh, my God.
Come on!
Wow.
What are you doing?
We know you want to do
He's a
it.
guest. He's a guest in our home.
Jesus Christ!
And I wonder why I have no guests in my actual home. Just sit there waiting for the phone to ring. Boy, I wonder why it never rings.
You bring me on this show and you fucking embarrass me. Guys, tell people to listen to me and you embarrass me like this.
is a good man.
My house phone has a lot of dust on it, Joe. It never rings, and I wonder why.
Your house phone. I got your cell phone number though. I feel like I'm lucky to be part of that.
How come Joe DeRosa has your cell phone number, but you didn't give it to the bosses?
That's a good question.
I guess it really is just your mom and the bosses.
Pretty much.
That's awful.
Sam, why don't we do some Jocktober?
Let's do it.
Do we have the Jocktober intro, Travis?
This is awesome.
A celebration of Craptastic Radio from around this great nation of ours.
Great. Thank you.
So turn up this turntacular radio.
Oh my God, I can't believe it.
It's
Yes.
Jocktober.
Anthony,
Yeah.
I moved on too quickly. Joseph H. from Charlotte writes, Joe is reluctant to jump in unless it's to accuse an innocent 80s singer of pedophilia.
True. That is
true. That is very true. You know, well, you talk about what you know.
All right. Sam, where are we going today for Jocktober?
We are going all the way down to Odessa, Texas.
What's happening in Odessa, Texas?
What's Odessa, Texas famous for?
Do you think that's part of the East Coast as well, Sam Ross?
No, I don't.
You sure?
And hopefully these idiots
sure?
aren't fans of the show.
Oh, God, when Sam said that fucking, what did he say? Was it Pittsburgh?
Pittsburgh
is on the East Coast.
Well, I guess what I meant to say was we were moving eastern from Indiana.
No,
to
you
Pittsburgh.
meant to say East Coast,
I
and they're really
did.
not.
It was a flub.
Coast means coast.
Yeah, it's not coastal. It's not a coastal
Can't
town.
be more than a 3-hour drive to the beach.
Yeah. Odessa is not a coastal town.
I didn't say Odessa
not the
was
East Coast.
I didn't say that.
You know what? It's shit like this that hurts the show. These kids don't know what they're fucking talking about. They come in here and they start,
Joe, why don't you read the screen?
Comedian.
No, start with the top.
Updated. Is that on Wikipedia right now? Are you kidding?
No, we're not kidding. Joe.
Updated Kaja Gugu Wiki. Comedian Joe DeRosa was on Opie and Anthony Radio Show where he announced the devastating news that the lead singer was arrested for child porn.
There you go, Joe. Enjoy your lawsuit, Joe.
Oh, my God. There it is.
There it is.
Enjoy it, Joe.
I took it back.
They don't have that. They left that detail out.
Will you help him out if he gets sued?
Huh?
Will you help out Joe if he gets sued?
I fucking made sure I had
I hope
nothing to do with
whoever
that.
updates it again and just adds a line. He later took it back.
The boss, the company will stand behind you. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Oh
my God.
Okay, that's a lot of crickets.
What is Odessa famous for? By the way.
Oh, they're famous for something.
They
You're
are.
right.
I know that. Is it?
Don't look at anything. Odessa's famous for.
Is it ZZ Top or something?
They're famous for being dumb fucks and just putting horse shit out into the world that nobody cares about.
Wow, Joe DeRosa taking on everybody today. Kaja Guga, Kaja Guga, I said.
Kaja Guga,
and Odessa. Who
Guys
else do you want
sitting
to go
here
after?
like fucking Kaja Gugu, for Christ's sakes.
Kaja Guga.
What is Odessa? Odessa.
No, I don't know. Odessa. It just sounds familiar.
Was Mike Schmidt from Odessa?
I think he might have been from Odessa. Where can we find out where Mike Schmidt is actually from?
Like his hometown?
Internet?
Well,
we can do that.
We might have a clip that it. Wow. I'm looking at an empty booth when we need Travis.
Oh my God!
no.
Oh my God! Look at that!
Troy should fill in for
Oh
him.
no! See, because it was supposed to be. I wonder where he's from. I wonder where.
No, there's no way he was from Odessa because he's got talent.
Oh,
and worth.
wow.
Damn!
This really is a
See,
toxic
I'm trying to
environment.
remember. Do we know?
Well, the guy that would help us out is walking down the hall. So this
Slowly
is
and casually.
Oh
Odessa-
my God! Look at that! It's like the guy that was in charge of the Exxon Valdez when the captain was sleeping.
Wait, can we get the Mike Schmidt clip?
I love that Travis has to come in here and go, "What's happening?"
I leave for 30 seconds to go to the bathroom.
You left your post.
Travis, all we were wondering, we're trying to figure out what Odessa is famous for, and we're thinking it might be Mike Schmidt.
I think Mike Schmidt is from there.
Yeah. Well, I can't push the button in here.
But
Is he really from Odessa?
I think so. Let's listen and hear him tell us where he's from. Go ahead.
We have to go to there because
No, I just
wanted to.
I just want to see Troy losing his fucking
but I
mind.
I can tell him exactly
I just
where
don't know
it
which one to
is.
pick.
What, Troy? Troy's panicking.
Yeah.
Oh, he is so panicking.
He's under pressure.
He's hitting buttons on there.
He doesn't have what it takes.
I'm looking at a video screen of him in the engineering room. He looks like Scotty when the Enterprise is ready to blow up. He's just running around hitting things.
I can give him a hint. He's looking at it.
Oh.
You're looking at it.
You have it up. Oh, no, wait.
Oh, God, he's panicked.
You
This
all right,
is going
Troy?
to be brutal.
The bosses are going to have to talk to Troy after this show.
Yep.
This is not working out.
Yeah.
Some 18 years ago, I left Dayton, Ohio.
Dayton,
Ohio. Two very bad
Wrong
knees.
clip.
Yeah. Wrong clip. But what happened to him after he left Dayton? The two bad
18 years ago, I left Dayton, Ohio with two very bad knees.
Panicking.
And a dream to become a Major League Baseball player.
Yeah.
What happened? What happened? Tell us.
I thank God the dream came true.
don't ever want to do that.
It's brutal.
It's
brutal.
What? By the way, what year was that?
Well,
about.
When did Mike Schmidt retire? Shit.
Did
he make the 90s?
Because we're still laughing at that clip.
I love the contrast of Mike Schmidt retiring to the way you guys talk about doing this show. I mean, that's hilarious. It's fucking horse shit.
Yeah, I don't think Mike Schmidt ever ended a game and said he's fulfilled his obligation to Major League Baseball.
I'm glad it's 10 o'clock and we fulfilled our obligation.
I had a dream to put up with this horse shit. And I'm so happy it came true.
I'm so glad I was able to sleep late and keep my dreams going.
Sam, they did this, not us.
Oh, I know. I'm on your side.
All right.
I'm Team O&A.
We didn't even have
life.
We didn't even have the word obligation in our vocabulary.
You built this show from nothing, from the ground up.
Before we moved into this building, I didn't even know what that word meant.
There was no clock in the studio.
20
That's right.
years ago. That clip is 20 years
old.
old.
Is it really?
And we're still laughing.
Wow. It's hilarious.
20 years ago.
Wow.
And it came true.
Oh, it's hilarious.
He didn't make the 90s, huh?
I remember watching
Just
that.
before the 1990 season, I believe he retired.
Hall of Fame 95? Is that it?
I remember watching that in Philly when he retired and just being like, holy shit.
That's it.
I mean, I was only 13 when it happened, but I was still like, oh, grow a set of balls, you fucking... what the fuck is wrong with you?
You fucking fruit.
I understand you want to cry, but save it for the fucking bathroom with your wife.
Did he at least Did he at least finally shave the mustache? Or is he one of those guys that has to keep the mustache his entire life now?
God.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Dennis Eckersley is one of those guys.
Does Raleigh Fingers still have
yes,
his...
he does.
These guys be recognized.
If you have a look when you're famous, a lot of people feel like they got to keep that look their entire lives.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because that's your calling card, dude. That's what killed Chris Farley. Like the guy was like, I can't be. He literally said, I can't be funny if because I'm the fat guy.
Right.
Oh God, that's like what E-Rock says.
In addition to the cocaine and booze and drugs, but aside from that, the fat part killed him. But yeah, it's like. People get hooked on that, like, identity. Dude, that's why so many celebrities fucking... Where you look at him and you go, what happened to this guy? He used to be fucking hilarious, and he does terrible movies now. Because they're so afraid to go against their...
Yeah.
What their audience identifies with.
Yeah.
It sucks.
There's nothing wrong with keeping a handlebar mustache on your face for 30 to 40 years.
That's right. Sam's father has the handlebar mustache. Mustachioed.
Are you going to change your look when you retire?
I've changed my look a million fucking times.
What are you going to change it to?
He's a chameleon.
I'm going to fucking grow a Hitler or something.
Yeah, I've been contemplating shaving, and
But you're
totally
already
going to
shaved.
do the Hitler.
And was goatee guy forever.
Yeah, and then I got rid of that.
I was like
and
long-haired
this.
douchebag forever.
I'll shave at some point.
Now I'm short-haired douchebag.
Right?
Don't be so hard on
yourself. With a little facial
You
hair.
got a little beard growing in. I like it.
There's a little bit.
A little bit. I like the
People
beard.
go to me, they go, you growing a beard? I go, just growing lazy. You know it is. Jimmy's not here. I got to kind of do some Jimmy bits every so often.
Goose Gossage still has the mustache. There you
Goose.
go. He's one of those guys. Because I was watching Dennis Eckersley. It's like, enough with your stupid porn mustache. Get rid of it. And the exact same hair from when he was playing.
Maybe Schmidt just likes the mustache. Maybe he doesn't feel like he needs it. He just likes it.
It's a tear catcher. Fruit.
That's hilarious. It'll sop up all that jizz when you suck a dick, you fruit.
Oh, wow. And you're from Philly, dude.
I'm just kidding.
Wow, you can't do that.
Just being you guys
You
bring
can do
the
that
worst
if you're
out
from
of
New
me.
York. You can't do that if you're from Philly. You gotta fucking defend Mike Schmidt.
I love
What's
him,
wrong with
man.
you?
I love him. I'll defend anybody.
Did
but
you
not
watch
when
the game
you're-
last night with the no-hitter?
No, dude, I don't give a shit. I don't watch sports, man. I don't care.
Oh, that's right. You're not a sports guy.
Yeah, dude. I'll talk sports with you if you want, but, you know.
Might as well. We're not much better.
Fuck sports.
No.
Let's get to goddamn
Oh,
Odessa,
sorry, Anthony.
Texas.
I'll tell you what Odessa, Texas is famous for.
Let's go, Sam.
Blazing hip-hop and R&B.
Yes. Yes, it's a hip-hop station. Oh,
That's
this is gonna
right.
be awesome. All
It's Leo and Rebecca.
What makes it blazing hip-hop?
I guess because that's what Hot 97 started saying way back when, and they became the #1 hip-hop station. So
Leo and Rebecca.
Leo and Rebecca on B93, blazing hip-hop and R&B.
It's blazing. It's got to be good.
Even though at one point they played a Katy Perry song on their show, which I
That's not blazing hip hop.
Or
Katy
R&B.
Perry do those skin fucking commercials?
Yeah, the
Proactive.
Avril Lavigne used to do them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Katy Perry's doing them now?
Yeah.
Diddy did them.
Did it?
He was the first
Oh, he
big
did.
celebrity,
Yeah.
Was he?
I liked when Avril Lavigne does them.
I like Avril
P-
Lavigne.
I like that
P-
Avril
Zitty?
Lavigne.
She's on the cover of the new magazine.
Ah, shit.
All right. Whew.
That's a good one.
It's all good. Snuck it right in there, I'll tell you. Right?
Let's start with the Leo and Rebecca sweeper.
Yeah. You listen real closely because there's a female voice in the sweeper.
Okay.
And just listen to what that female voice contributes just in the sweeper.
Oh.
Are we looking at a black hole?
No. Here's the beauty of it. These
we are looking at the black hole.
Leo nor Rebecca are black. They both appear to be maybe Hispanic or half Hispanic, but they do put on the heavy hip-hop accent.
The dialect.
That's
black,
yes.
All right. I see some Hispanic in him.
Look at these pumps.
God.
This fucking
Are they
douchebag.
broadcasting from a trailer park?
And Rebecca's last name is Cruz, so she also has some Hispanic.
Rebecca Cruz?
Yes.
And
Look
what
at-
is his name?
Leo.
Leo what?
I don't know.
Look at his fucking let's get physical hair.
Yeah, that is really
got-
he's perpetually sweating.
His workout T-shirt.
That's the Puerto Rican version of Baba Booey.
Is it?
It's got the kind of looks like the Baba Booey.
It's like Mars. The guy's like Marcelino right there.
Well, they all look alike.
She's
Just
wearing
mean the Hispanic thing.
Oh, God.
she's wearing a teal fucking shirt. Oh, this
Yeah.
fucking-
That's a B93 shirt.
Oh, pardon.
all right. I apologize.
They're so loud.
Wow.
Blah, 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 blah.
Yo, that's it.
Come on, guys.
Leo and Rebecca in the morning.
Did you hear that?
Come on, guys.
Did you hear that, Sweeper?
That was her contribution in the sweeper.
In
Was
the
a
sweeper.
typical whole fucking line. Come on, guys.
So many people get pissed off at us because we have exposed the hole.
The hole.
Yeah, they
But
blog
look,
about it.
But look, there it is. Come on, guys. That's exactly what we talk about.
She's there to keep the guys in check now.
Yeah, these guys get a little crazy.
And
And
I'm there to go, guys, now stop being like that.
Yeah,
Come
I
on,
know.
guys. Oh, that's just mean.
Oh, guys, my cunt is offended right now.
A slugger like LaMotta. Fucking hit Vicky right in the chin. He belted that bitch.
You think Leo should just punch Rebecca in her
Oh,
face?
just belt her. You fuck my brother. You fuck my brother.
I'm so tired of that, dude. When it's just a bunch of dudes having fun on the radio, and then the chick's got to sit there. You know, I just think you guys are a little. Do you? Why don't you fucking just say what you be? You think with your snatch. Shut up. Nobody gives a shit.
Nice.
Hell, guys.
Fucking stop with your fucking hustle and you.
Now,
B90.
Lindsay Lohan, she just needs some help. Get it?
God.
Danny's typing the bosses. No, that's from Danny's typing B93 may have the worst website still active.
Yes, it's
chock full of animated GIFs. It looks out of 1997.
It is the worst website that any station in Jocktober history has ever had, and this is the third year of Jocktober.
Well,
The
that
worst
really does
website.
look bad.
Wow, it is bad. Hey,
It's horrible.
It
Anthony,
does suck.
I got great news for everybody right now.
Oh, good.
Oh.
Iraq just wrote to me.
He's leaving. Great news. Great news. Oh, God.
I want to watch him throw up on Bobo's dick one last time.
By the way, another guy that can take a beating.
Iraq?
And has no problem with it.
Yeah?
Who can't take a beating around here?
I don't know. Iraq gets very angry. He deleted me on Facebook one time.
Well,
'cause
he
took
should
a
have.
beating.
He deleted you on Facebook?
Yes, like a woman.
Like a woman.
Yes.
But you're his only friend.
That's why he immediately, literally 24 hours later, I had a friend request on Facebook from Iraq.
Travis was just saying that Eric has deleted Travis twice from Facebook. Jesus.
Wow.
Yeah, Eric pretends like he doesn't know how we're not friends anymore. He's
What
like,
a
add me again.
bitch thing to do. Like, delete from Facebook people you work with.
It's so passive aggressive.
Oh, it really is. Look
It's
what
so
I did.
passive aggressive.
You're gone.
And one time,
And then to act like you don't even know. Hey, did you delete me? What? My Facebook must be messed up or something.
I didn't know.
Is he going to defend himself or no?
I don't know.
Well, with that, Anthony, Iraq just wrote me. He started a Twitter account, which is really good. Not his sucks.
Yeah, it does.
But he's got one called OA Photos.
Yes.
Where he's going through the archives and getting all the old photos from this fine radio show. And we were talking about the naked midget.
Yeah.
Stripping for us.
He found one?
He just posted the naked midget photos.
Oh.
On OA Photos if you're on Twitter.
Let's see that. I want to see a picture
OA
of the
Photos.
naked
where she
fidget.
She danced for us. She wanted.
Oh,
all right, there you go.
What
There you go, Joe.
There's when she was smiling.
All right.
Patrice was in studio and Voss was in studio. This goes back to 2002.
Whoa, look at Anthony's hair.
Oh, I know.
I can't tell who's Voss and who's Anthony.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
So here's the midget.
right.
She had a cute face.
Yeah, she looks
Stop.
all right.
She got a midget face.
And then she's got she took off her black clothes to
She's got an all right little
expose.
dumper, too.
Remember our intern there?
Mary.
Mary.
I remember Mary, and that's the black, the red bathing suit she's got on.
Oh,
boy.
God.
Look
Look
at
at
those
those
midget boobs.
disastrous
Okay,
tits.
Joe's out.
The nipples are pointing so far south.
And then she's got a huge scar down the side of her leg because I think she was trying to make her legs longer.
Oh, yeah.
There's Tom Hanks' son, by the way.
Colin Hanks and Jack Black. Just disgusted.
Just in case you thought we were bullshitting, Joe, there's Patrice O'Neill and Rich Voss.
I love that the shot of Colin Hanks, he's got his nose in a magazine.
Yeah,
he's like, I'm out of this.
I'm not paying attention to the naked midget.
I think at that point he knew he was going to be very famous. There's Jack Black with Rich Voss.
Voss looks exactly the same.
He sure does. He looked old then and he looks old now.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Look how skinny Jack Black is.
Was.
I mean, for Jack Black, you know.
That's it? We don't have pictures of her crying? All right, but you get to see.
We started getting embarrassed for her.
Yeah, I'm glad you guys drew the
look
line
at that
somewhere.
Oh, God.
With the tears. We're not going to take pictures
She has
of
a
that.
tramp stamp.
You know
She
what?
got a
I'd bang
little
this
fucking
chick.
tramp stamp. You'd bang that midget?
I'd bang her bra on. I don't like her bra off, but I'd bang her bra on.
Yeah.
Oh, those tits are horrific. Can I say
They really are. Let me see those bare fucking messes. Those udders. They should have milk machine things hooked up to them like on a farm.
Those mitts. Look at those mitts.
She's probably listening to this somewhere and crying again.
Good.
Yeah.
Nah, they don't live that long. Probably dead.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, come on. It's God's way
by the way,
of having sympathy.
Notice we didn't see her completely naked. Know why?
Why?
She's got to tell. Telling you.
Started crying.
Telling you. What?
She's got a what?
Midgets have tails.
Oh, tail.
That's why you don't really see them naked. And if you do lucky enough to see one naked, they probably had the tail removed.
Yeah.
What do you think she could do with her tail? Like hang upside down with it and stuff?
You hold on to it and she leads you to a pot of gold. Little fucking freak.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That's intolerant.
Oh, my God.
I'm so intolerant of midgets.
No, I'm saying, oh, my God, to myself, too. This is just some of the meanest things I've ever heard
I'm
said
tired of the
in
midget
here.
shows on. Every fucking channel's got another midget show on. Who gives a fuck what these little people are doing?
The big world.
They're always mildly insulting too. It's supposed to be about the triumph of midgets, but it's always like doctor with tiny hands.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Look, he can do it even though he can't reach the table.
Yeah, he's got a little step stool for everything. He's a doctor, but he's got to go on the step stool to get the fucking tongue depressor.
Oh, tune in this season for Puny Hospital.
Just disasters.
Yeah.
He's going to perform open heart surgery. You got to lie on the floor so he can fucking do it.
How do you walk around this planet as a genetic freak? Where you're just looked at like that's a genetic anomaly.
They don't freak. They don't. That doesn't freak me out, midgets.
No.
No, I'm just like hey,
They don't freak me out,
okay.
but it's just kind of like whatever. Like, I don't care any more about a midget than I do any other fucking person. Why do I need 3 shows? There's that other show with the midget that fucking takes care of dogs. Pit Boss. And it's him and fucking a whole office full of midgets. And they go out and, like, save animals and pit bulls and stuff.
They tame
from
the dogs.
City. And the guy he grew up in South Central, so he tries to come off like a tough guy. And it's like, shut up. You could be punted. These black guys, he's banging on doors of black guys. They're like, leave me my dog alone, motherfucker. And he's like,
Look, we're here to protect the pit bull, and we don't need you. It should be spayed and neutered.
just drop kick the motherfucker over a rooftop.
Do they tame the dogs and then ride them around the city?
Yeah, they saddle them up and ride them.
Like Pegasus and Clash of the Titans. Oh, Jesus.
It's awful. Like, I just don't care enough about midgets to watch fucking shows about them.
I don't think they like the M word.
They fucking better take it, because I grew up, they were called midgets, and I'm sticking to it. Just like every other ethnic group. I grew up with the word I learned immediately. When I grew up with the word my father used. That's why.
My buddy Nicky.
Nicky.
Oh,
Nicky.
Nicky.
Yeah,
Jesus.
No, I heard the same thing.
Be careful, Joe.
Jesus,
They're
Nicky,
listening.
I said Nicky. My buddy Nicky is a midget, and he's a comic, too. And we started out...
Certainly is.
Yeah,
He's walking down the street.
We started...
What's his act? Him just putting on funny hats for everybody?
Oh.
Yeah,
Little clothes.
He walks around like this.
Right.
He puts little white gloves on.
Dressed
He
like an
dresses up in
organ grinder's chimp.
He puts a red suit on and walks backwards around the stage. Talks backwards. Welcome to the comedy club.
Does he demand a yellow brick road at every comedy club he performs at?
That's fun.
A yellow carpet leading him to the fucking stage wherever he goes.
Two Jews walk into a bar. All right, so he used to do his bit. We started in the same club together. We started an all-black club together. And he used to do this bit about how saying midget was like saying the N-word.
Jesus. What's
But
wrong
he
with
would
him?
say the fucking word.
Jesus.
Over and over in the joke. And watching him, I was around him when he first wrote the bit. Like, eventually it got kind of polished where like he kind of could get away with it. But watching him stumble through this bit in front of an all-black audience and just dropping the N-bomb over and over, and watching black people like... Are you out of your fucking mind, midget?
What are you doing, midget?
Yeah. Guess what? Nobody's ever whipped a midget and said, work, midget. You know what I mean? Like,
wow.
It's nowhere
Some
near the same
circuses,
thing.
I'm sure it's happened, but
Every
not
group-
on a large scale.
Some circus.
Fucking that stereotypical movie circus owner just whipping his midget. Now get out there with a cigar, counting the money in a fucking cigar box. Treating his animals like shit. I love those guys. Get out there.
Shut your mouth or you won't eat.
Shut up and ride the bicycle.
Stephen S. from Bay Show wants to know if your midget comic friend, instead of doing his act into a microphone, does he talk into a big lollipop?
Oh, that's fucked up.
Can we do Jocktober?
Jesus.
Yes, I want to do Jocktober.
Where
Yeah,
were
that
we,
guy.
Sam?
Well, all we heard was the sweeper for
the sweeper was terrific.
Leo and Rebecca blazing hip hop and R&B on Odessa's B93.
Yeah, that was nice. Now what do we do?
Well, I mean, I actually have more audio from the show that you could play.
Sure,
Thank
okay.
God.
And we could discuss the audio.
All right, why don't we do that? Leo and Rebecca start enthusiastically with a wacky story. And I see you typed enthusiastically in all caps, so that means it's very enthusiastic.
Well, yeah, they're very happy to be telling this hilarious story. I'm
Okay.
surprised you guys haven't hit on this story yet.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Good morning, it's Leo and Rebecca in the morning time. You need to be careful these days when you got your pants on the ground, looking like a fool with your pants on the ground. You know, getting your pants on the ground get you shot today. What? Yeah, there are some people who get mildly irritated when they see, the whole saggy pants thing. Right. Well, there's a man in Memphis, Tennessee, shot a teen in the butt when he refused to pull up his pants.
Oh, no. Shot him in the booty.
Yes.
The booty.
Oh, God. Look, I can't fucking listen to this.
You're getting angry already?
First of all, what's with the does the music have to be that fucking obnoxiously upfront?
You know what song they were
loud?
playing?
No!
Pants on the Ground from American Idol. Because the pants were hanging low from the guy who got shot in the booty.
In the booty. She had nothing to add.
Nothing.
Once again, I it's going to surprise people, but I got to stick up for the guy. That fucking bitch is in the way.
No. Who cares?
You hear her?
The guy was even worse.
Did you hear when he went, because he shot him in the butt?
Yeah.
When he
that
did
part was
that?
bad,
In the
yeah.
butt.
And he's singing
And he's
along.
yelling, and he's
fuck
just,
him.
he's being a fucking, just horrible.
I'm
Horrible
so fucking
guy.
sick of this. I'm so fucking sick of people getting by on fake charisma.
Yeah.
Like, I get really annoyed about, like, hot people hosting things on television. They suck. So, like that line, you'd be like a normal person, any one of us, you just go, yeah, dude, he shot him in the booty. You know?
Yeah.
But these people have no fucking talent, so they go, so he shot him in the booty. And, like, you oversell it so fucking hard because you have there's nothing underneath it at
there's
all.
nothing there. They can't comment on it. They can't do anything.
They're just retelling the story with booty replaced with...
She was completely useless in that whole...
Oh, yeah, she just added booty.
Oof. Wow. Is that music behind every time they talk?
Not that specific music, but
the
they need
music.
some music.
And
They got to
just-
keep the hip hop going, blazing hip hop and R&B.
Because it's blazing.
Blazing.
You gotta keep
This
it blazing
is, by
the
the
whole
way,
time. Yeah.
according to their Facebook,
Yeah.
the #1 rated station in Odessa, Texas.
I wish the doors were locked and the building was blazing.
Oh,
that
literally.
would have been a great break to hear them just screaming in agonizing pain as they burn
dying
alive.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, jeez.
Yes.
You'd love to hear them.
Yes.
Be careful. They may blog about this like Atom Smasher.
I don't
Help!
think
The
so.
building's on fire!
Yeah. Oh man, my booty's getting hot.
Oh, they suck.
Well, they continue the Pan story, Anthony.
Why wouldn't they?
Leo tells a joke and explains the punchline in anyone?
Detail.
That's
Detail.
Very good.
Because that's how comedy works.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you think of a joke, you want to make sure people
The heck with it.
understand.
We'll pull these pants up to our chin if we have to now. Damn.
Oh,
We
man.
don't need no gun at us.
That
The
is
crazy
crazy.
thing is not not that he just pulled the gun out, but he actually shot him in the butt.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he had to prove a point right there. He was serious about them pulling up the britches.
Thank you. Now, but see, he was aiming for the butt, but because they were sagging, he really shot them in the cankles.
Oh.
You see what I'm saying? Because the pants were sagging, and he thought he shot him in the butt, but because the pants were sagging, that really wasn't his butt. It was more towards his leg area.
I love it.
I'm just saying.
Leo, all I know is you better not go anywhere near this
I'm
dude.
telling you. Dang.
You'll
Anyway,
get shot, too.
I guess he had enough of pants on the ground. I'm just saying.
That's a crazy story.
It is crazy. It's true. That's what's scary. So anyways,
Exactly.
thankfully the kid's okay.
Can I start? I know everyone wants in. When you have to say it's a crazy story, it's not that crazy.
Yeah, it means the craziness wasn't translated through your telling of the
And they're
story.
just like, oh man, wow, oh God, man. No.
Sounds like a fucking stereo salesman. It's like, dude, why don't you soft shoe it for a minute? Maybe I'll buy something.
Aren't you glad
Jesus
that
Christ.
he made it clear to everybody that in the end, the kid was okay? So we can laugh about it.
Thank God.
Because otherwise it would have been like, oh no.
Thank God.
You know who I hate more than anybody in the whole scenario? The listener. You hear the listener on the phone for a second. You hear the guy laughing on the
was
phone
he?
go. He does like one of those Jackie Gleason laughs because do you know I know who that guy is. That's the guy that calls into every one of these radio shows that have no bite and no edge and they're nothing like a show like this, and they call up and they go, you guys are just a riot.
Guys,
Don't say that.
You make my morning. That's what it is.
You guys make my morning. I don't know what I'd do without you, man. Thank you, Leo. Thank you, Hole, whatever your name is. Rebecca. I listen every morning. What is it?
The B93, blazing hip hop.
B93, blazing hip hop.
And R&B.
You guys are just a hoot, man. Oh my God. That time you prank called that lady and said that.
No, that's right.
Remember, you said her husband was going to have the carpets redone, and she didn't know what you were talking about. It was crazy.
That was great.
Hey, the prank call with that music isn't coming till later on.
Oh,
so don't-
really?
Oh, really?
Great.
There's a clip of that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This is awesome. I love Jock.
Well, guys, we continue with Jocktober.
there
Leo
is.
and Rebecca on Odessa, Texas is B93 blazing hip hop and R&B. Time to drop the gossip, Anthony.
No, it's time to drop that gossip. Drop that
What?
gossip.
Oh, you dropped that gossip.
How do you say
it's
it?
Drop that gossip.
Joe?
Drop that gossip.
So somebody's got to have a Hollywood story, and then one of us will say, "Drop that gossip," and then maybe like Opie, you could read like a Hollywood story.
Sure.
Would you want to do it or
no?
Oh, I was just trying to throw around some ideas.
Penelope Cruz is pregnant. That's the gossip this morning on Blazing Hip Hop and R&B.
Shit.
That
gossip.
And she has the same last name as Rebecca. Watch out, everybody, because maybe they're cousins. And then I see ha 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 written a lot.
In
ha,
caps.
Ha, ha, in
it's
caps.
a funny joke. They have the same last name.
All right, let's see
Guys,
what this is all about.
sounds hilarious. Please play it. I can't wait.
Drop that gossip.
Well, now that she's not hiding her pregnancy, Penelope Cruz is proudly showing off her baby bump. The actress who's married to actor Javier Bardem, we kind of tend to forget that she's married now.
True.
Penelope is married.
She's married and having a baby.
She was photographed walking through London airport wearing a see-through top that displayed her growing little panza. Her little belly.
Nice. I love that.
She looks cute with a little baby bump.
I'm sure she does.
Penelope is cute.
She is a cutie. Not mad at her, and soon she'll be having a little baby.
Little Javier.
Penelope Cruz.
A little Bardem.
Related to Rebecca Cruz.
Holy shit,
We're,
they got nothing to
cousins,
say.
Nothing.
Like, 3 times removed.
No, it's not bad. That's kind of cool.
When he's
That's
laughing,
cool.
And there's some gossip right there.
You can see the resemblance, I'm
Rebecca
sure.
and Penelope shopping, caught shopping at Rodeo Drive. Not bad. Love it. Drop that gossip.
Fuck you. He literally, when he's laughing, sounds like a guy that's trying to kill himself. And you talk him down. You're like, come on, life ain't so bad, you shithead. I guess you're right. Oh, my God.
They had nothing to say about that.
Nothing. They just kept repeating baby and
baby,
Penelope.
baby, bump, they're showing off a Spanish
little-
word for this.
The little panza. That's her belly. She's married. Say
A lot
married,
of
you
people-
fucking asshole.
But at least it's somebody on the radio with a little personality.
Who?
Those Rebecca and Leo.
Oh, yeah, finally.
And by the way, that wasn't a Video Killed the Radio Star that they were going into. That was Nicki Minaj. It might have sounded like that, but...
Thanks.
Don't get me started with that again.
Thanks.
Nicki Minaj.
I got food in my mouth, but I hate how they're redoing all the fucking songs that we liked.
Yeah.
I really do.
No, yeah. They're remaking. I mean, I hate how they're remaking all the movies. They're remaking everything. That's all they're fucking doing, these cocksucker motherfuckers.
It's evolution.
Leo and Rebecca, time for Carmen's Calls. She's unpredictable. What's this about, Sam?
Carmen's Calls happens every day at 7:20 and 9:20. And that's when Crazy Carmen, and they make a note. They can't let Carmen on the air for too long, just for a little bit. She makes a little prank call.
But prank calls are illegal, so we're about to hear a fake prank call.
exactly.
What do you mean?
Got to point it out to everybody.
But no, they said
You're not allowed to do prank calls on regular radio anymore.
What if it's to a furniture
It's a
store?
huge no-no.
Doesn't matter.
It's fake. It's
all
salespeople or something
do it.
is involved, or they know ahead of time. I don't know how they get away with it, but it's fake. And if you know ahead of time that you're going to be pranked, is it really a prank call?
No, I mean, in that scenario, it wouldn't be at all.
All right, so we're about to hear a fake prank call.
But at least it's funny.
All right, it's time to give the mic over to Carmen. Kind of worried every time I give the mic to Carmen.
Then don't give it to her.
Well, when Carmen does get the mic, you'll notice that when Carmen intros her bit, maybe there's a slight possibility that it's pre-recorded and Carmen's not in the studio at all. Possibly.
Only for a short period of time. Like don't give her too much time. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yo, it's Scottiman, and it's time for Scottiman's Calls with Leo and Rebecca on B93. Let's do this, mamacita.
Good afternoon. This is. Can I help you?
Hola, my name is Scottiman, and I'm calling because I was wondering if you guys were hiring for holiday help.
Yeah, absolutely. We do. We're not doing that right now, though. We normally hire for the holidays sort of in late October. But if you want to come by to any of our stores, you just fill out an application. We'll keep it on file, and if we're looking for help, we will totally give you a call.
Yeah, but no, I need a job now, though. Do you guys, need Halloween help?
No, we don't really. Halloween's sort of not one of our bigger holidays. The Christmas.
But you guys are a furniture store, and people like to make haunted houses and whatnot, and since your furniture looks all old and nasty, wouldn't that be perfect?
Shit.
Okay, well, that's great. Thanks for calling.
Hello?
Just...
What the fuck?
She insulted the
Be more funny.
Just
see, this is why we do Jacktober, for the reaction you're having right now. We want people to be really annoyed.
Dude, I'm beside myself. Let me say this.
That was a prank call that had like just real info in it. It might as well have been a commercial.
What, did you hear when Carmen insulted the furniture?
No, not really.
That was great.
It's
That
for a
part
haunted
was the
house,
best
and the
part
furniture
right
guy
there.
was like, "Hey, don't make fun of our furniture. It's not old and nasty like a haunted house furniture." So that's funny.
Now,
how fucking dare these people?
How dare they
step into entertainment? I don't give a shit if it's Odessa or not. How fucking dare you
Number one
put
in
yourself
Odessa.
into the ring anyway?
Sam,
right. It's just horrid.
Let me handle this. Not only do they dare, Joe DeRosa,
right?
They call back.
That's right. They're not done with the
They're not
furniture
done
store.
with this.
No.
They know a good bit when they hear one.
Let's keep this
You're
one
right.
rolling.
You're right.
What do you know?
I'm speaking too soon.
They not only dare, they know what they got.
There's a follow-up. All
They
right.
got what we like to call radio gold.
Good afternoon. This is How can I help you?
Hello, this is Carmen. I believe we were disconnected.
Ma'am, can I help you with something?
Yes, you can help me by giving me a job because I'm broke right now, okay?
Ma'am, if you filled out an application, I'm sure
I
you have
haven't
it on file,
filled out an
and if
application.
you need
Why
to,
would
we will call you,
why
but
would-
otherwise, there's not
excuse
much I
me.
can do for you right now.
Why
okay?
would I fill out an application if you guys aren't hiring?
We will hire for the holidays, and if we need you then, we will call you then. But we can't help
Hello?
you right now.
Hello?
That's how it ends?
Do they call again?
What do you think?
Joe just goes, do they call it? He just wants to cut to the fucking...
Oh, man.
Motherfuckers.
Yeah, they might have continued with this.
I mean, you know, at
And
this
you can
point,
hear-
this is like watching The Usual Suspects. I got to hear how this ends. I got to see what happens here.
I'm sure they have a big ending.
big finale.
I like how the guy was like, and his acting is so bad. We have your application, or
No, that
fill
was-
out an application.
That was the guy at the store. That was the real guy. Carmen is making the prank call.
No, the bad acting is on both parts because it's not a store.
Yeah, who's
They didn't
playing the
call a
gay guy at
store.
the purchase store?
It's his acting is terrible.
Sells furniture.
Wouldn't it be awesome if this actually did end like The Usual Suspects and they were like, we were just pretending to be retarded. We're actually hilarious. Oh, you got me. Motherfucker. All right.
Call back.
Good afternoon. This is How can I help you?
Are you mad because I was talking about your furniture?
Okay, ma'am, please.
I'm trying to help sell that furniture.
Why on earth would you even want to work here if you think our furniture is
First of all, don't be yelling at me or your ass is going to end up in a crate and a barrel, motherfucker.
Okay, I'm hanging up now. Do not call here again. Do you understand?
No, I don't.
Of course you don't. I don't think you understand much. I gotta go.
People don't talk like that.
I gotta go.
I gotta go. Click.
You better talk to Carmen.
I hate this lady so much right now.
Do it.
Okay.
I ain't doing it. You do it.
Rachel is Carmen, right?
What? No, it's Carmen's calls.
I think
But that's just her doing a voice, right?
No,
Joe,
it's Carmen's calls.
Joe, I think it gets even worse.
No.
Oh, come on.
I think it even gets worse.
What, do they rape somebody on the air?
And
I
it's not
think
that kind of show.
I think it gets worse than what we've heard. Let me go to Mike in New York. Mike?
Mike?
Hey, what's up? Listen, that's the same exact thing that they play in New York and everywhere else in the country.
So it's a syndicated bit?
Yeah, they play that whole Carmen thing all over. They play it on Hot 97 in New York.
Are you shitting me?
So it's not even an original bit by these guys. It's a bad bit that they stole from somebody else.
Which would make sense why in the beginning there's the recorded thing of Carmen saying, hey, it's Carmen for B93 and this is my call. Because Carmen records that and sends it to every station.
So someone thought not only is it a good bit, it has to be played everywhere.
And people
I've
pay
done
for
those
it.
before, though. I've been hired to do those before, where you go into a
Really?
studio, you do a fake prank call, and then
What
they
do you
just
mean?
they farm it out.
Yeah.
What's fake? I don't understand.
They have somebody
Fake.
like sitting in the other room on a phone.
What?
See what happens?
Why are you spoiling radio for everybody?
It's like
Sam,
Santa
We
Claus.
want to believe, man. What's wrong with you?
Sam, what
Then you
happens
call a
is
furniture store.
they will, for example, take you and put you into another room, and I will call you on the phone, and they will record me with a microphone, but you over the phone. And then it sounds like it's a real prank call, but it's not.
But that's not a. You mean there's a furniture store next door?
There's no furniture store, Sam.
See, there's
I'm
no
sorry,
furniture
I'm
store.
sorry, buddy.
Listen, put the beeps.
We're gonna have to break within like 3 or 4 minutes because we got to get set up for our big Ed Norton interview. Edward Norton.
Right.
That's bigger than Jocktober?
It's huge, dude. He's got a movie called Stone that's out Friday. It looks like it's going to be a good movie, and
It
he
does
is
look
coming
good.
in to promote it today.
That's awesome.
So we have one more clip from Leo and Rebecca out of Odessa, Texas. They're B93 Blazing Hip Hop and R&B radio station. Leo and Rebecca talk about the White House adding solar panels. Guess who uses Prep Burger?
See?
Prep Burger is a service that most of these morning shows, they're not good enough to even come up with their own bits, so they actually have to buy bits from other places.
I guess that's
One of
where
these
they got
places
Carmen's
is-
calls from.
Is Prep Burger.
But it's like a pre-recorded bit that they...
Yeah, they buy. They buy their
got
funny.
you.
They actually buy their funny.
I got
like,
you.
Like, for instance, a parody song?
Uh-oh.
And now they're going to actually install rooftop solar panels.
Really?
Yes, the Obama administration announced Tuesday that the White House will have solar panels to generate electricity and a solar water heater atop the living quarters by spring 2011.
I like this.
But President Obama was not the first to do it.
Why?
Back in 1979, Jimmy Carter actually had them as well, way back in the day.
But why was it removed or whatever?
Will you shut up, Hole, and let him push the button to start the dumb bit?
Just trying to set it up.
Really? Stop.
Maybe because it was an ancient fucking technology.
Just shut the fuck up.
Removed or whatever.
They're removed during the Reagan administration because of solar energy maintenance on the ground, something with the maintenance of them. They eventually were just pulled down.
Okay.
Just pulled down.
Very concise.
And,
I think this is very cool, very
I think it's
interesting.
cool
very...
because I'm just happy to know that the Obamas now will have hot water in their water heater because of the solar panels.
True that. Sasha and Malia will be all nice and warm.
I love it. Way to go. Yeah.
Why is it? I love it.
This is a parody.
A solar-powered white house.
It's Obama.
They're not doing.
I swear to God, I just got douche chills. I just got legitimately got chills at how douchey that was.
What got you, Joe? What got you?
The fucking impression,
The impression
and the
and the
singing.
word.
I can't even wrap my
What's wrong with you, Joe? You all right?
You can't replace the word brick with solar-powered white?
It's a little shoehorning.
A solar-powered white house. Green technology. What Al Gore's been talking about. Solar-powered whites.
Oh, my God.
House.
Obama.
The GOP recoils and tempers boil, but I'm cutting our
And
dependence
it
on oil.
sounds like a Nixon impression.
You know the Suns are the best thing? To Wonder House and the West Wing. Yeah. How can we lose if solar is used? Earth is saved, jobs are made, cap and trade. It's my winning plan, solar-powered white.
What?
House.
I can't.
It's clean energy, and that's what it's all about. Solar-powered white.
Still going.
House.
Still on.
It's all right to use sunlight, except when it's dark at night. Shake it down now. Shake it down now.
It's niggy.
It's so fucking bad. What do you? That
Dude.
is so fucking bad.
If you think that that's even remotely funny,
Yeah?
Yeah, it's good.
fucking kill yourself.
Oh, why would
Kill
kill
yourself.
themselves?
It's all right.
It's not
Don't kill
bad.
yourself.
Could you tone it down a little
solar-powered
bit?
All right,
white.
I'm sorry.
What should they do?
Did I go too far?
That's good.
Solar-powered white. Solar-powered white house. Let's forget about Watergate and get on hot water.
that's right.
Solar-powered white.
Well, solar powered. Remove those solar patterns. Well,
White House.
oh my God.
Hey, White House, take down those solar panels.
And do you want to stay after the show and maybe produce a bit?
I
have
would
some
love
ideas.
to. Oh, it'd be great.
Well, can we do it before 10 o'clock?
No, you're on the air.
We can multitask.
No, we're doing a show. It's only.
Oh, let me say hi to Lino in New York. Lino.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, man.
Yep. Right here in New York, there's the same bit with Carmen.
same voice, everything.
See, a lot of people saying that.
What station in New York?
105.1, Power 105, I guess.
Power 105. Guess who's getting a visit?
There you go. And Mike in Jersey. Mike?
Hey, how's it going, guys? Anybody realize that a morning radio show calling a furniture store and the guy answered good afternoon every single time Crazy Car was called?
That's great.
They can't even make believe they're calling first thing in the morning.
Good. Yeah, but they never said what time zone they were calling.
They could have edited that out in post.
That's great. They don't even know what post is, these fucking retards.
All right, listen, we got to take a break because we got Edward Norton here. He's promoting the new movie Stone.
Oh, yes.
With De Niro. Is that the one with Jay Moore, too? Is this the Clint Eastwood one or no?
No,
I don't think so.
No.
I don't think so.
Oh, well, that was dumb to say.
No, it wasn't, Opie. It's never dumb to ask questions.
Wow.
It's never dumb to ask questions.
That means I didn't do my homework.
There's no such thing
Oh,
as
boy.
stupid questions.
Joe DeRosa, what are we promoting?
CD, Comedy Central Records, Joe DeRosa, The Depression Auction. Please buy it. iTunes, Amazon.
And you're still podcasting with Bill Burr, right?
Yeah. I'm actually going to be in Minneapolis and in Chicago with Burr on the 15th and... No, the 20... whatever in 20... that weekend of the 21st or whatever of October.
All right.
And you and Bill do podcast, prank calls?
Bill's got this zany bit that he likes to do where we call a furniture store together. And then, but see, this is the problem. We don't always get to the prank calls because we got to do our disco song parodies first. And they take up a lot of time. Those are,
all right.
They're hard to do.
We got a break for Edward Norton. Jocktober, thank you, Sam. That was a good one today.
Wow.
It's a good one yesterday.
Can't wait to hear what you pick for tomorrow.
Thank you.
Something different from today, obviously.
Terrible.
Right?
No, it'll be the exact same show.
Probably will.
You're listening to Opie and Anthony.
We got Edward Norton coming into the studio. New movie is called Stone. Acting alongside Robert De Niro. Is this the first time that he has acted with Robert De Niro, Joe DeRosa?
No, it is not. He also acted with him in the movie Heist, which is fucking awesome.
I know. I like that movie.
Bravo.
Awesome.
Pretty good. Great twist on that one.
Killer, dude.
Yeah.
Killer, man. That scene where he walks up like he's retarded.
Oh, he went full retard.
Yeah.
It's great.
With full swing retard.
Yeah, full retard. You got to go full retard.
Talk about that.
We all
Full
learned
retard.
that.
What are you holding the door? Is that what we got? Yeah, sit over here, DeRosa. Give me a buffer.
All right.
I need the DeRosa buffer.
Fair enough. It's not the first time I've buffed.
Yeah, you buff.
Buff again and again.
Buff. Anytime.
Doors open.
There's people with clipboards.
Oh, I know.
That's
You know,
very
there's a big
important.
star coming in here when the door is held open for them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You had to open up your own door, didn't you, Joe?
I had to open it up, and every time I can't remember if it's a push or a pull.
And someone who usually says, "Don't let it hit you on the ass on the way out."
Yeah.
It's never. And then there's other business dealings going on.
Yeah.
Like on the way in, it's just he's a very busy guy. He's
When
like
a guy
big
like
star.
me comes in, they go down there. Walk down there to that
Oh, my
door.
God, that's
Yeah.
Edward Norton. Holy crap.
He's a
starstruck.
big-
Kind of
he's a
wild.
big
I got to talk to him?
He's a big star. Like everyone's freaking out. Hey, how you doing?
Edward Norton.
How are you? Hi,
That's Joe DeRosa, Anthony,
Opie.
Danny.
We've talked a few
Opie.
times on the phone
the
there,
people.
Edward.
Yeah.
And you're a man.
Comfy.
He's a man of his word.
Yeah, I
Because we
know.
kept saying, come in
Said he
and
was
say
coming
hi
in.
to us. And he finally,
Yeah, for sure.
He finally has come in and to say hi.
Where's my
Uh-oh.
brother in crime?
I know.
I know. Goddamn Jimmy is like out in L.A. doing
I finally
something.
show up and Norton takes a powder.
And
Yeah.
he decided,
He's
forget it.
He flew out to L.A. to do some Leno stuff.
He's
Yeah.
like Leno's
Oh, he's
guy
big
now.
time now.
Yeah.
Now he's ready for on camera.
Yeah, this radio stuff is like second fiddle for him. Now, when Leno calls, he runs.
Radio is just his hobby at this point. He's becoming a big star.
He runs a big star. He'll never get that picture.
And I'm mad that he's not here, Edward, because he's going to talk about the fact that he missed seeing you for the next how many months, Ant?
It's never going to stop.
It's never gonna stop.
until you see him again or something.
He has canceled really important gigs for himself just to meet famous people. That's how twisted the Jim Norton is.
He is a little crazy, and he talks about how you would go down to the Comedy Cellar sometimes and see him.
Yeah, probably was once. Yeah,
but he goes to him. But he goes like, yeah, sometimes. Oh yeah. He comes down there and sees me. Yeah, he likes using the word, men of similar ilk get together and.
Does he do things like he goes, my friend Ed Norton.
Ed Norton, Ed Norton.
Does he do that?
Of course, yeah. Same last
Does
name.
he still talk about his nipples a lot?
Yeah,
He used to
in
have,
his-
he
in
used
his
to have a
act, yeah.
bit in his routine about.
He still has that.
Yeah.
He likes.
He doesn't
his nipples
have
tweaked.
very good body image.
Right.
He talks about himself a body of a scallop. He's got his man boobs. He calls them and stuff. He's very
I
self-deprecating.
don't have a good body image of Jim either.
Of Jim. I thought you were going to say of yourself, but no, of Jim.
And it goes further. E-Rock is holding the photo, Edward, that you have to sign for Jim Norton.
Oh, he gets crazy when people are in here and Jimmy's not here. He gives instructions that are crazy.
E-Rock, what were the instructions for the big Edward Norton photo today?
Sign it with the silver one. Make sure he does this. Don't you?
No, this is real, by the way. We're not doing a radio bit. Listen to E-Rock for 2 seconds.
It's a fresh, never used Sharpie that has to be run across paper for at least 30 seconds so it's crushed just the way he
He's
likes
psychotic.
it. On both sides so that there's no chance that either too much ink comes out or if, say, he signs it really fast, that it skips and you won't get all the ink on
forget it. Then it's just a catastrophe.
I'm going to do all that, and I'm going to sign Best Wishes, Ed Burns.
It would kill him. It would kill him. Please do it.
Please do that. Oh, that would be great.
My God. Well, we don't even have that much time, so let's get into the movie. Stone.
Yeah, this one looks like a good one, man.
It's heavy.
Yeah.
It's really heavy. You're playing arsonist, right?
Yeah,
That's
it's about De Niro plays a prison, a parole review officer who's about to retire, and he gets one more case that at the end that he's got to review, an inmate, and I play the inmate. And basically, he's supposed to assess, whether people have made authentic changes in their life and gotten a spiritual life and all these things. And the whole dynamic is about him trying to sort out whether this guy is for real. Has he changed? Is he positive? And on the side, the prisoner is getting his wife, who Mila Jovovich plays, to try to manipulate the guy outside the prison. And it's thrilling, but it's not. It's actually not sort of just a twist or a plot. It's very much about, like, the prisoner starts questioning what this guy's done in his life that gives him the right to judge him, and it's a pretty heavy. I put it almost more in the vein of like Dead Man Walking or American History X, or it's a pretty pretty weighty film.
Just action or yeah, that's pretty cool.
Although Mila Jovovich is also
we've had her in here a couple of times. She's great.
She's a blast.
She's funny as hell.
Very
too.
funny. I'll tell you too. I gotta say I had seen her in that Spike Lee film He Got Game, and I thought she was really great. And so we brought her in on this. And if you've only seen her in like the Resident Evil stuff, she's phenomenal in this film. Like she's gonna win award. I mean, she's gonna get accolades for this. She's really tremendous in it.
She's really cool.
She was out of control in that movie Dummy with Adrian Brody. Like it was the first time I'd ever seen her in anything like that, and I was just like, "Holy shit, man!"
She is off the chart in this. Like we were all seriously impressed by what she did in it.
Yeah, she was cool when she came in, and I remember saying something, and she fell off the chair.
Yeah,
and all I kept thinking was, "I think I got a shot." like guys are so stupid. Yeah, we really are dumb. Yeah, Mila Jovovich and like dumb friggin' jock guy.
Yeah, you start telling yourself, like, a hot girl doesn't want a hot guy. They want a funny guy.
Yeah, they want funny guy. And, I bet a lot of people are just intimidated to even walk up to her. No, they're not. GQ model guys are not intimidated to walk up. Good dummies like me. Hi.
She's just a lost girl. She just wants somebody to treat her like a human being for once.
You worked with De Niro before. We were just talking about that in The Score, which was a great movie. It's almost comical how you come off as being handicapped, a little mentally. When you first come on screen, it's just
people who know me didn't think it was that much of a stretch.
Oh, really? That's like he played. Yeah, he did that.
He plays that part very well. He's done that a few times in movies. Obviously, where does that come from?
I don't know.
Do you have a split personality?
No, but again, actually, it was kind of the same as on this one. We were in Montreal, and there was a school for adults with different disabilities and stuff. And I hung out there a lot with some of these guys who had bad cerebral palsy and stuff like that. And I find for me, it's like you know, the main thing is just I just like to hang out around someone else for a long time, and you know, just sort of soak it in. And on Stone, I was kind of feeling a little bit not where I wanted to be, and then I like 5 days before we started shooting, I met an inmate at this Michigan prison who was so hypnotizing. He was really, really fascinating, and I literally I called the director in and said, check this guy out, and he gave me like a great feeling for the look and the voice. And
really, was he an arsonist?
No, he was a guy. Actually, it was two guys. One guy was a white guy who had helped start the Crips gang in Detroit, and the other guy he'd been involved in the drug trade since he was like 10 or 11 years old. You know, just come up through it all and been in and out of prison. And
do you always feel you have to like get into character by maybe hanging out with people that are that were doing the same thing your character is doing?
Yeah, it's better for me. I mean, I don't, you know, it's like I don't really want to see a movie about me.
Right.
I just don't.
This is my interpretation of what this would be.
I just don't. I don't know. There are actors, I guess, you know, there are actors who it kind of what you're getting is a thing they like to do over and over again. They feel confident in it. I think I'm better off if I sort of you know, slip into some other thing.
Yeah. It seems like there are movies like this where that would come in handy, but you take a movie like Fight Club, what would you really base that character on? Like, who would you talk to or try to emulate?
That's a good question. I think.
Of course it is.
Yeah, I don't know. That was like somehow that one to me was just Chuck Palahniuk's book. The voice in that book was so specific in Fight Club, and I don't know. I think we kind of felt like it was all like Fincher's humor also is like that guy, and I think to me he was kind of a stand-in for a lot of us. You know, maybe that was a little closer to some of us than really a cat. You know, that was me.
Was that kind of
and
more of you than
maybe a little more?
Yeah.
What's great about Fight Club? You guys didn't disappoint as far as the book goes and the movie goes. That happens all the time. But I mean, I love both. I love the book to this day, and I love the movie.
I mean, I know how everybody likes to say the book is usually better, but I mean, I've read Fight Club and I've seen Fight Club 1,000 times. The movie, in my opinion, it kills the book. Actually, you know, we love Chuck, and I think that book is a really that's one of the most original books I had read. From that era. But Chuck loved the ending of Fight Club. You know, the ending is different in the film than the book.
Sure.
He loved it. He was way into it, so it was all pretty happy.
But being a fan of the book, I wasn't disappointed. That happens so many times with movies, right?
Oh yeah, I know. I'm a movie guy more than a book guy.
Yeah, he doesn't read.
I don't want to come off as an idiot who's just like, movie better than book.
Right.
But it just a lot of times I kind of like the visual medium of just movies, as opposed to trying to use my own imagination.
So I usually do.
I'm very distracted
I'll do the
when I
movie
read
first, and then if I like it, I'll want to see how it progressed to the screen. So then I'll go back and read the book.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I like, and then it's just interesting to see how it made it.
Probably a better way to do it.
It's too bad because Mila Jovovich told me she likes guys who read.
Damn it! See,
I have read.
I like that you said medium too to smarten that statement.
Yeah,
up.
see, I had to try to do something.
The visual medium.
Oh, shut up, Joe. You suck. I'm pointing things out like that.
We are trying to sound real smart.
I'm just trying. I know we don't have a lot of time. That's why it's just so many things I wanted to ask you.
Okay.
Was American History X like difficult to do because it was just so from what I know about you from reading about you, that seems to be so not you, that character, especially the beginning of the movie, maybe the redemption toward the ending, but
yeah, you know, it's one of those things I think you gotta have a good idea of what you're aiming at before you take that on. You know, some of the scenes in that film, you don't want to do that if it's gonna, if the total message of the film isn't gonna be something, you know, a positive
redeeming at the end. Right.
Or if not redeeming, then at least like really, I think for me, a lot of it was my friend David who wrote it, and we worked on it together for a long time. We kind of, you know, said this is about the consequences of letting anger take over your life, you know, and if you don't, and so it's like if you know what the end target is, which is that at the end, you know, it's supposed to show the downsides of letting things like that take you over, then you can say, okay, we know we're aiming at a certain message, so then we can investigate the...
Even so, though, there's like, I mean, the scene with Elliot Gould is brutal. I mean, brutal.
Yeah.
How do you, after cut, I mean, do you just kind of look at each other and go, haha, that was funny, you used Shylock and Kike and, just shit like that. It's like, is there some kind of a wind-down period or any tension or...
Elliot, he was great. I mean, you do want to, you got to know that everyone in it with you is going for the same things. You know what I mean? If everybody knows what's about, and it's not just them, it's like the crew. You know, we had people from every background on the crew, and everybody was into it. Everyone was into what we were doing. So I
guess it's so detached when you're like, obviously, I have no clue about what being on a set like that would be. I just watched the end product.
Yeah.
So to me, it looks like, oh my God, would that be uncomfortable? But I guess,
Fortunately, Elliot Gould, he's a big hugger.
Yeah,
a
lot of hugs in between scenes.
At the end of the day,
let's hug it out. That'd be nice. Yeah. With your swastika tattoo.
Yeah.
Nice big hug.
I'd be like, oh, sorry, I left a little of that on your white shirt.
Yeah, you might want to a little shout on that one.
Actually, Ethan Suplee, you remember Ethan? He's on what is it? That show now. My Name Is Earl or something like that.
Oh yeah.
Ethan,
God damn,
he was he was really big back
he was
then.
Huge,
he played the guy in there, but
yeah.
we were shooting all night one night, and he went out with all his white power tattoos. At like 4 a.m, he went home without taking them off, and he went into some 7-Eleven, and some guy really came in on him over it. And
God, why would you talk to him?
He was like, I'm an actor. It's like, he's like, really? We're trying to rub it off his arm. It comes off, I swear.
Wow. Well, that is, that's brutal.
I saw an interview with you when American History X came out, and you said, and I've seen a lot of actors say this before, where they go, I wanted you to do this with the character. I wanted it to be this and that. And something you said of the character was the most spot on that I ever heard an actor say it, where you said, I wanted you to almost be convinced by this guy. And then at the last second, he loses you and you realize, no, he's deranged or whatever. And you totally nailed that. You watch that movie and you get to this uncomfortable place where you're like, Jesus Christ, his argument is so, oh wait, no, okay, no, he's fucked up.
Hey,
you know what I mean?
He's kind of right.
But to get that conflict out of the viewer that's not an easy thing, you know?
No, I think that, I don't know. I think a lot about, the movies, when you think about movies that really make a dent in you, they're not the ones that spoon feed you. If they spoon feed you, you kind of distant. I think you walk out and you go, cool, where do you want to eat? You know what I mean? And whereas I think, when we're all the same age, I think when I was 19, I saw Do the Right Thing, and I grew up near Baltimore and went to a public school, and when that movie came out, it put it was the same thing you're talking about. You felt for everybody. You felt for the racist pizza maker. You knew what he was saying, but you knew he was wrong, and you knew Mookie was why he was mad. But then he puts the garbage can through. Everybody was right and wrong, and at the end, he just put that quote up from Martin Luther King, and then the opposite from Malcolm X, and he just went, what do you want to make of this? What do you want to do?
Yeah.
And I remember going, oh my God, I walked out of the theater when I, just going, your whole head was rattled by the movie, and it made you, if a movie leaves you room to think about where you come out on it yourself, then I think it sticks with you. I think Fight Club's the same. I think Fight Club has stuck with so many people because it's about nihilism, but it doesn't. But at the end, it's sort of the same thing. It sort of makes it look sexy, but then it shows you the downside, and then it kind of leaves you with this ambiguous ending, and that's why people still debate it. You know what I mean? They still go, well, what was it? This was it? That? What's the point? And I think the guy who made Stone is in that camp of directors for me. He's got the balls kind of to say, I'm not gonna talk to you like you're an idiot. I'm gonna put these questions out there, and at the end you kind of have to go, who was good, who was playing who was bad, and I think that's healthy. I think
there are some movies that'll end, the credits will start rolling, and I'll be like, what the what?
Yeah, exactly.
No, what are you doing? But then I'll find myself with movies like that looking on the internet. I'm like trying to see what other people thought about it and stuff, and for days you're just kind of thinking like, well, yeah, I guess that could mean this or the other. And it is so much better than the just neatly wrapped package movies.
Yeah. I mean, to me, it's sort of like, it's like, oh, all these things happen in the story and I died, but it's all okay because I went to heaven. And, it's like things that make it comfortable at the end, I don't think they really stick with you. If they make sure that you're like, that that everything turned out all right, then you just kind of like...
And then exactly where do you want to eat?
Yeah, it is. And I think I like it. I like ones that leave you a little unsettled. I mean, if you look at De Niro's films that like in that seminal period when he was making some of these films that have become classics, they weren't commercial, they didn't do well, but like Taxi Driver... Yeah. Taxi Driver, everyone goos all over that movie. Oh, it's a classic, But you watch that movie, the end of that movie is, you have no fucking idea what that movie means. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? It's like at the end, it's like that weird overcrank shot of him in the rearview mirror, and you're like, did he get it out of him, or is he about to do it again? Or did they make him a hero? They made him a hero, kind of, but what... is it just delusional? It's so twisted. You have no idea how you're supposed to take the end.
King of Comedy too is like that, where at the end the whole debate was: is this really happening, or is this Rupert Pupkin's imagination
is it his dream,
again?
Or did he become a hero?
Did he really become it? Yeah, I love that one. I think Donnie Darko was another movie where I just had to sit there for days going, "What did I just watch?" Yeah, and have to read again. See Joe. About what was going on in that movie.
He reads. He Wikipedias.
Whatever. You have to go. I guess we got to wrap this up.
Anyway, we want to make sure people go and see Stone. Yes. Obviously, we're talking about all his old movies, but he's got a brand new one that's out in theaters Friday, and it looks like another great one, man.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's New York and L.A. this weekend, and then wider on the 15th, I think.
Cool.
Oh, very, very cool.
And I just have to say, one of my favorite movies, Rounders. Goddamn Rounders was so goddamn fucking good, man.
That's fun.
You were such an ass in that. It was like, you just, like, everyone had a friend like that, where you gotta be his friend, but it's like, God, I don't want to deal with this idiot.
And he might bang your mom.
Yeah, and he might bang your mom, exactly. That scene in the gymnasium's perfect, like hiding out, and he knew where you were. It was like, he's the same guy, that he's been for years. He's never going to change.
Matt and I still talk about how dumb it was not to get. Somehow we should have gotten a piece of all subsequent poker after that. You know what I mean? We were like,
what happened?
I know, we got nothing out of that movie. It was
that should have totally been
scale. like millions of dollars in poker.
Are you any good at poker?
I'm okay.
You're all right.
I look like I know what I'm doing.
That's what it takes more than actual playing sometimes. Oh my God, Edward, thank you so much, man. Thanks for coming in.
Good to finally get face to face.
Thanks, man. And what, Friday?
Yeah, Friday.
Stone.
In theaters for L.A. and New York.
Okay.
So let's go see that movie.
Thank
you. See you on the next one.
All right, man. We'll see you guys tomorrow.